Okay. Okay, well. Hey, Robert. Is that him under there on that little belt? Okay, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we once again welcome you to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex for this afternoon's South Atlantic Conference contest between Lenoir-Rhyne and your Carson-Newman Eagles. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Current and former service members may render a salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups. First, the business
Run the
completion of the
ball!
Lenoir-Rhyne Boys. Leading off and playing in center, number 5, Mackenzie Wainwright. Batting second, playing first base, number 14, Claire Arthur. Batting third, playing second base, number 13, Cole Jackson.
We welcome you to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, where this weekend two of the best teams in the South Atlantic Conference and in the Southeast region are set to square off in a three-game series here in Mossy Creek. It's number 21, Carson-Newman, playing host to the top 10 Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Andrew Rogers, glad you've decided to join us here on the Eagles Sports Network and on Flow Sports, and our entire crew delighted to bring you this three-game series here from Jefferson City. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne meeting for the first time this season. It's the third time in the past 4 seasons that these two teams will play, and the Bears are a ranked team. These two met in 2022 and 2023 with Lenoir-Rhyne ranked, Both teams each won a series. LR did it in 2022, and Carson-Newman did it in 2023. LR is 32-6 this season, second most wins in the Southeast region this season, and 16-5 in the conference. Carson-Newman matches LR with that 16-5 conference record, and the Eagles are 28-11. Carson-Newman's got the #1 ERA in the South Atlantic Conference, and that goes up against the #1 scoring offense in the South Atlantic Conference as Andrew Bench toes the mound, and he gets ready to make his 4th start of the year. And leading off for Lenoir-Rhyne will be one of the best hitters in Division II baseball in Mackenzie Wainwright. He hits .469 this season, has the most hits, 75, to lead the country. First pitch strike from Andrew Bench as we start today's game 2 minutes after scheduled start time. It's at 3:02 first pitch from Bench, making his 4th start and 11th appearance of the year. 3-1 record with a 4.6 ERA as the righty sets and pitches. A breaking ball into the turf and low for ball 1. Bench, 29 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts. Makes his 3rd consecutive start on the weekend for the Eagles. He's the game 1 starter. 1-1 set against Wainwright, and the pitch is a breaking ball into the turf, blocked by Castellana, 2 balls and a strike. This is a LR offense that crushes the baseball as a team, and this guy, Mackenzie Wainwright, leads the way with 17 home runs for a team that's hit 87. It only took 36 games for LR to break its single-season home run record as 2-1 to Wainwright's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Lenoir-Rhyne's center fielder, a former 4th-round pick in the MLB amateur draft by the Cincinnati Reds. 3 balls and 1 strike. Andrew Bench sets and pitches to Wainwright, who swings and misses. At Bench's fastball, it's a full count now. Andrew Bench against Mackenzie Wainwright to start things here at Jefferson City as the right-hander comes set. The senior pitches a 3-2 fastball high for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to Mackenzie Wainwright, who is 3rd on the team in walks and reaches base more than 52% of the time. He starts things for the Bears with a walk. And that brings Owen Blackledge to the plate. Certainly have to keep an eye on Wainwright at first base. 21 stolen bases. He has not been thrown out this year. Blackledge, the first baseman, hits .398. Swings from the left side as Bench drops in a breaking ball for a strike to Blackledge. 0-1. Blackledge this year, 6 home runs, 32 RBI, .398 average to help an LR offense that hits .365 as a team. 0-1, foul back, and Bench is ahead 0-2. Really good matchup today. Carson-Newman's pitching staff in 21 South Atlantic Conference games has a sub-3 earned run average. And out of 21 conference games, only 2 of those have seen an opponent score 7 runs or more. 0-2 set for Bench. Wainwright gets his lead at first, and Bench pitches a high fastball for ball 1 as Blackledge doesn't chase. Meanwhile, on the LR offensive side, it's a club that averages more than 10 runs per game. And they rank first in the country in doubles, home runs, and slugging percentage. 1-2 set for Bench, and his breaking ball stays outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Lenoir-Rhyne's second hitter in the batting order, Owen Blackledge, one of a handful of lefties in this Bears batting order. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, top of the first, and Bench will pick to first. It's a Bears offense that will run at times. 63 stolen bases on the year. Certainly Wainwright's 21 helped the cause there. 2-2, and Blackledge swings and fouls it off to the left to stay alive.
Good.
Cole Laskowski, Sal Caricato to follow here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Laskowski, a member of that 2022 South Atlantic Conference Championship season, hoping his Bears can do that again this year. 32-6 overall record. His bench pitch is a 2-2, and it's fouled off again by Blackledge as he fights off another delivery from bench. And the battle continues with nobody out in the top of the first. Two balls, two strikes, still the count as Andrew Bench sets and pitches to Blackledge, high and away, ball three. Well, Lenoir-Rhyne has made Bench work here in these first two batters to the plate. Wainwright draws a 6-pitch walk. And now Blackledge is battling back from down 0-2. And he'll wait on an 8th pitch from Andrew Bench with nobody out in the first. Wainwright gets his lead. And he'll pick to first or see a throw come his way at first. And he's back safely. Three balls, two strikes, another pick to first. This one's a low throw, and it hits the first base umpire and probably keeps it from going up the hill and allowing Wainwright to get to second base, and the first base umpire is going to need a second. Justin Crawford took one where you don't want to take one off that bounce toward Floyd at first. Justin Crawford's the first base umpire. Dennis Gallagher's at third, and Timothy Gansrow is behind the plate today. Certainly beneficial for Carson-Newman. That ball didn't get away, and Crawford does a good job and keeps that in front for the Eagles as he seems to be okay, and things will be ready to resume again here in Jefferson City. Time called, and home plate umpire double checking to make sure Justin Crawford's ready to roll, and now Blackledge will stand back in and wait for an 8th pitch potentially from Andrew Bench with Mackenzie Wainwright at first base. And nobody out here in the top of the first. The righty Bench comes set and he'll pitch, and it's a swing and a foul back by Blackledge. He'll wait for a 9th. He has fouled off 4 pitches in this at-bat to stay alive. Another payoff. Ball into the turf, and Blackledge stays away, and it's ball 4. An appeal out to the bases umpire, and Blackledge held up. So back-to-back walks to start things for Lenoir-Rhyne. A well-earned walk by Owen Blackledge, a 9-pitch at-bat, and he laid off this ball into the turf. So first and second, nobody out, and the batter is Cole Laskowski. 15 pitches to the first 2 batters for Andrew Bench without an out recorded. The senior goes to work against Laskowski, who swings and slaps it into right field for a base hit. Spencer Williams sees it 2 up into his mitt. Getting the stop sign is Wainwright. The runners are caught in a rundown at third. Blackledge in a rundown. Gibson throws to Jenkins. Wainwright is going to stay at third, and Blackledge is tagged out. Wainwright got the stop sign at third, and Blackledge thought he got the go sign, so Owen Blackledge turned to second and kept running, and the Eagles threw it perfectly to third to get the out. Excellent job by Carson-Newman to handle that rundown to perfection. Wainwright smart, he just stays at third, doesn't want to run himself into an out. And so a base hit for Laskowski puts runners on first and third. Wainwright's at third. Blackledge out on the bases. Sal Caricato's the batter in the cleanup spot for the Bears with the corners occupied. First pitch breaking ball stays high, 1-0. Caricato's got power himself. Second on the team with 16 home runs. He's hit 44 bombs in his Lenoir-Rhyne career. This is his 3rd year. Most of any Bears player in program history as he sees a breaking ball drop in for a strike, 1-1. 59 RBI for Caracado, most on the team. And he's got a chance to add to that total here with the corners occupied and 1 out. Andrew Bench sets with a glove at his belt and pitches. A breaking ball into the turf and a check to first and a throw to third. The appeal says Caracado held up and the throw to third was not in time. So 2 balls and 1 strike. With 1 away here in the first. Bench sets and pitches to Caracado, who's behind a fastball. Strike 2. 2 ball, 2 strike count on Sal Caracado. With the corners occupied in the first and 1 out. The righty Bench looks for a punch out and maybe the second out. The 2-2 breaking ball tapped foul. Caracado fights it off to stay alive. Castellano signals to his infield, potentially maybe seeing Laskowski be on the move. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Andrew Bench sets against Caracado. Fastball lifted high into the air, out toward right field. Spencer Williams is under it. He makes the catch. Wainwright will tag from third. Here comes the throw. It's not cut off, and it's late. Wainwright slides in head first safely around Castellano's tag, and it's 1-0 Bears. Just deep enough off the bat of Caracado, and Wainwright scores on the sacrifice fly to make it 1-0 Lenoir-Rhyne. Throw was just a smidge offline, but Wainwright's got plenty of speed, and so it was going to be challenging for Williams to throw him out. 1-0, a runner at first base now for 2 outs with Cole Stanford batting. Caracado with the RBI brings his yearly total to 60. He's now had an RBI in 11 straight games. Bench against Stanford. The first pitch is hit high into the air out towards center field. Trey Miller is going back. He gets near the wall, keeps moving, and off to his left. Will make the catch along the warning track to end the inning. An eventful inning in the visiting half of the first for Lenoir-Rhyne, but a sacrifice fly from Sal Caracado brings home a run, and it's 1-0 Bears as Carson-Newman comes to bat for the first time when we come back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Bears score first on the sacrifice fly. Wainwright slides home safely to give Lenoir-Rhyne the early 1-0 advantage as Carson-Newman comes to bat for the first time against Lenoir-Rhyne's starting pitcher Andrew Harlow. In his first season with the Bears, it has been a really good one for the Marshall transfer in his graduate season, a 2.49 earned run average for the 6'2 right-hander in 10 starts. Has 1 complete game shutout, 65 total innings pitched with 79 strikeouts to just 10 walks. this season. Andrew Harlow, the Game 1 starter for a Lenoir-Rhyne offense, or Lenoir-Rhyne pitching staff that'll face Ryan Jenkins, Spencer Williams, and Logan Floyd in the bottom of the first as Harlow continues to warm up. Prior to making his 11th start of the year, he has given the Bears at least 5 innings in all 10 of his starts, and started this season by only allowing 1 earned run over his first 13 innings, or check that, 19 innings of the season. Those were non-conference series, but he got off to an excellent start and for the most part has sustained that throughout the season. He'll go up against Ryan Jenkins, who's been on base in 15 straight games at the top of the lineup for the Eagles here in the home half of the first inning in a meeting between 2 ranked teams here in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Andrew Harlow winds, and the first pitch of the inning is a fastball at 92 miles per hour at the knees for a strike. 54-degree day here in Mossy Creek. Off and on rain showers throughout the day. Expected leading up to it as well as Jenkins hits one hard through the left side for a base hit. Ryan Jenkins squares up a fastball and drives it through the left side. He's been on base now in 16 straight games, and the Eagles have the leadoff man aboard to start the home half of the first. This is a Carson-Newman offense that is coming off a 16-run performance on Tuesday against UVA Wise, a game that saw the Eagles score 10 times in the 3rd inning. So an offense that is trying to find its groove again, starting well here as Jenkins leads off with a single, and now Spencer Williams takes fastball outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Carson-Newman's right fielder Williams, who hits .303 on the year. Righty Harlow sets against Williams, and the high fastball will make the count 2 balls and no strikes. Logan Floyd on deck for the Eagles, trailing 1-0 against number 7 Lenoir-Rhyne. 2 balls, no strikes. The count on Williams, and he takes outside 3-0. Harlow only has 10 walks in 65 innings, but he has walked at least 1 in 4 straight starts. Has not walked multiple guys in any of his 10 starts. No more than 2 in any of them, as the 3-0 is well outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Spencer Williams, and runners are at first and second. 6 pitches, and 2 runners now aboard for the Eagles here in the home half of the first inning for Logan Floyd. Logan Floyd, the sophomore, is 3rd in the conference in RBI this year with 43, and he takes high and inside for ball 1. 5 straight misses by Andrew Harlow after the leadoff single. Floyd hitting .355. He's hit safely in 9 straight and has 3 home runs over his last 10 games. 1-0. He's got the green light and swings and misses at a breaking ball at 84 for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, it's the Bears 1, Carson-Newman nothing, but the Eagles threatening with nobody out and 2 on base. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1. Jenkins at second base, Williams at first, as the graduate student Harlow comes set. He looks at second and pitches to Floyd. A fastball in there at the knees for strike 2. Count evens up on Carson-Newman's first baseman, Logan Floyd. The team's top RBI man with a chance here to add to that total, the 2-2. Swing and a flare to right field for a base hit. Right center, it's the Wainwright, the center fielder, catching, and he'll throw to the cutoff. Blackledge, and Jenkins held at third base. Single walk, single for the Eagles to start the first. Bases loaded, nobody out. Floyd hits it right back up the middle for the second hit of the inning. His 10th straight game with a hit. And now the bases are loaded for Cole Nathan. These are the spots why Cole Nathan has seen himself move to the cleanup spot in the order. Second straight game, Cole Nathan hits cleanup. And a great opportunity here. Bases loaded, nobody out for the sophomore second baseman, and he takes breaking ball outside for ball one. Nathan having an outstanding second season here in Jefferson City. Team high 370 batting average and 32 RBI. 1-0 set, and the pitch to Nathan is a fastball for a strike. Even count and a ball and a strike on Cole Nathan, who hits with the bases loaded for the Eagles in the bottom of the first. Nathan this year 2 for 7 with the bases loaded. 1-1. Breaking ball goes off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strikes on Nathan, who's coming off a Tuesday performance against UVA Wise in which he matched his career high with 4 hits. Two-1. Nathan hits it off the end of his bat, foul back behind home, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nathan has 19 hits this year with runners in scoring position, hitting well above 400. In those situations, he hits here with the bases loaded in the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch gets away from Stanford. Jenkins thought about it. He'll sprint back to third. Williams was halfway to third, and so he'll sprint back to second. Jenkins doesn't want to take the risk, as that one got away from the catcher, Stanford, and hit the backstop. And the Eagles didn't want to risk a play and an out at home plate, and the count is now 3-2. Ball ricocheted to the right, and so it would have been a bang-bang play at home with Harlow sprinting to cover. Jenkins stays put, and the runners still all on base. Bases loaded, 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Nathan. Swing and a ground ball to third. Play will come to first. The low throw is in time. There was a bobble by Willen at third, and he was unable to go home with the baseball. So Ryan Jenkins scores. It's an RBI ground out for Cole Nathan, and the Eagles tie the game at 1. Eli Willen couldn't get the ball out of his mitt, and Jenkins would have made it a close play at home as he slides in safely, and Willen wisely was able to go to first and still record an out. The first of the inning. Jenkins scores, Williams moves to third, and Logan Floyd's now in second base for Aiden Gibson. Gibson, a .319 hitter on the year, hits with runners in scoring position now. First pitch swinging is Gibson, and he's behind the fastball at 92 from Harlow. 0-1. Corner infielders play even at the bag. Middle infielders back for the 0-1, and Gibson is jammed on a fastball. And it goes up over top the first base dugout. Foul out of play. Strike 2 on Carson-Newman's third baseman. Gibson hits .354 at home this year, with an RBI chance with 1 out in the first. 0-2. Fastball grounded back to Harlow. Williams is stuck in between the bags. Harlow throws home to Stanford. Williams in a rundown. He's headed back for third, and they'll tag him out. Willen applies the tag for the second out of the inning. Good job by Lenoir-Rhyne's pitcher, Harlow. And he recognized that Williams was caught in no man's land at third base and does a good job. He runs at him and then throws to Stanford. Exactly what you're taught to do in that situation. Run to him make the move, then throw and navigate it from there. Logan Floyd moves to third base in that sequence, and now Gibson's at first. Second straight half inning in which a runner's been caught in a rundown here in the opening inning. First and third for Tanner Kilgore, the DH. Fastball low. for ball one on the 21st pitch of Andrew Harlow's first inning of work. 1-0 set for Harlow. Corners occupied as Tanner Kilgore takes at the knees for a strike. Kilgore's had a solid season for the Eagles, hitting .306, 4 home runs, tied for the team lead, and 31 RBI. He takes on the corner from Harlow another fastball. That one was at 92 again for strike two. The ball and 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's DH with the corners occupied here in the first. Stanford sets up outside as Kilgore waits on the 1-2. Fastball away, throw down to second base is kept in front by Laskowski, and stealing second's Aiden Gibson. Gibson's got his 5th stolen base of the year. And now 2 in scoring position for the Eagles with 2 outs and 2 strikes on Kilgore. Carson-Newman trying to take its first lead in the bottom half of the first as Harlow pitches a 2-2 off the plate, ball 3. Stanford left it there for a second, but the changeup from Harlow just stays off the plate, and the count works full. It's 3-2. Payoff to Kilgore. He hits it right back to Harlow. Harlow keeps it in front and will throw to first. Inning over. An eventful inning for Andrew Harlow and the Bears, but he navigates around it after loading the bases with 1 out. The Eagles score a run on an RBI ground out from Cole Nathan. 1 inning in the books. Each team has a run as we head to the second here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Each team scores once in the first inning. Cole Nathan grounds out with the bases loaded and nobody out and gets the Eagles a run in the home half of the first to match Lenoir-Rhyne's run that it scored in the top of the first on a sacrifice fly. And it's 1-1 as we head to the top half of inning number 2. And leading things off will be Michael Logan. Michael Logan, Tyler Bradley, Eli Willen, 6, 7, 8 for the Bears here in this second inning. First time through the order as Andrew Bench begins the second inning with a nice breaking ball to Logan for strike 1. .333 average for the left fielder Logan. Just 4 hits in his last 23 at-bats, and he takes another breaking ball for a strike. 0-2. Bench sets, looking for a quick first out here in the second inning. He goes to another breaking ball. Logan bent over and is able to hold the bat back, and he takes ball 1 low. Bench making his 4th start of the year, a 4.6 ERA for the Eagles. He has been really good at times for the best pitching staff in the South Atlantic Conference this year. 1-2, fastball high, and Logan stays away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bench has gone as long as 5 innings twice in conference play. Those were both efforts in which he recorded wins. 2-2 breaking ball, and Logan's rung up on strikes. First strikeout for Andrew Bench, his 20th of the year, and Logan doesn't take the bat off his shoulder. That breaking ball hits waist high to Logan for strike 3. One away for Tyler Bradley, the right fielder, who hits .250. First pitch, fastball from Bench, is a called strike. Bradley gets the start today for Lenoir-Rhyne in the outfield, making his 16th start of the year. 2 home runs, 9 RBI as he rolls one over to the right side off a couple of hops. Cole Nathan is after it. He'll flip to first. And the second out of the inning is recorded. 4-3 play at second. And the 2-out batter is Eli Willen out of the 8th spot. Willen, a .348 hitter, stands in with 2 outs in the second inning, and Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne tied up at a run apiece. First pitch is low and outside to Willen for a ball. Eli Willen, a 5-game hitting streak entering the weekend. 4 straight with an RBI as well. Hoping to give the Bears a runner here in the second inning. Bench sets, and the 1-0 home is a high fly ball to left. Ryan Bolton is sprinting in, ranges to his left at the last second and makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 second for Andrew Bench. A strikeout begins the inning, a ground out, and a fly out follows, and the Eagles put up a 0 for the first time here today. 1-1, and Carson-Newman back to the plate for the home half of the second after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Back for the bottom half of the second inning here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Andrew Rogers, glad you're with us. Nicholas Castellano, Ryan Bolton, and Trey Miller will bat for the first time. 7, 8, 9. Part of Tom Griffin's batting order here due up to the plate to face Andrew Harlow for the first time. Harlow navigates around a first inning in which he gave up 2 hits and walked a guy in the first 3 batters that he faced, but he got a couple of groundouts and a fielder's choice on the next 3 batters to escape the first inning with just 1 run scored. Nicholas Castellana stands in to start the inning, and the first pitch is a high fastball for ball 1. It was a 26-pitch first inning from Harlow as well. As he goes to work now here in the second inning, a ball and no strikes on Castellana, the catcher, and he'll take low for ball 2. Carson-Newman playing at home against a top 10 team for the second time this year. The Eagles won their first ever series over a top 10 foe earlier this year when they took 2 of 3 from number 6 Florida Southern. Castellana hits one hard out towards center. Mackenzie Wainwright reaches back and makes the catch. Good rip by Castellana, 95 off his bat, but unlucky for the first out of the second inning. Eagles won that series against the Mocs on March 8th for their first series win against a top 10 club in 14 tries. Now the Eagles have a chance to do it a second time against Lenoir-Rhyne this weekend. Bolton shows bunt, bunts it down the third base line. Will infields, throws to first, and in time for the second out. Bolton trying to catch Willen off guard, but the third baseman made a strong throw to get Carson-Newman's left fielder. This was a perfectly placed bunt, maybe a little too much juice on it. And a bang-bang play at first for the second out of the inning. In steps Trey Miller, who hits .373 at home this season with 2 outs as Harlow tries to match Bench's 1-2-3 half of the second inning. First pitch, a fastball overthrown into the turf for ball 1. This Bears pitching staff has complemented the best offense in the conference quite well. A 4.9 ERA. That's good for 4th in the conference. But a team that strikes out a lot of batters. Harlow misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on Carson-Newman's center fielder. The Bears have the best strikeout to walk ratio and strikeouts per 9 innings mark as well in the league. Harlow leads the way with his 79 in 66 innings of work. 2-0 fastball to Miller's a strike. One game in the home half of the second. Each team scored once in the first inning. A ground out scored a run for the Eagles, and a sac fly from Sal Caricato scored a run for the Bears as Miller waits on the breaking ball and lines it into the right center field gap for extra bases. It rolls all the way to the wall. Wainwright gets it as he bangs up against the wall. Miller around second base. Helmet comes off, and he slides into third safely with a 2-out triple. Trey Miller sees the baseball quite well here in Mossy Creek. He waits on Harlow's breaking ball and drives it into the gap for a 3-bagger. His first triple of the year. And the Eagles have a chance to take their first lead here in the second, after scoring once in the first. Harlow will go back to work into the windup, and his fastball hums in for a strike to Ryan Jenkins, who singled to start things for the Eagles last half inning. Now waits in an 0-1 from Harlow. Fastball low, and Stanford reaches over to snare it. 4-1. Carson-Newman 3 hits against Harlow the first time through the order. Jenkins sitting for the second straight inning with 2 outs now. The 1-1. Swing and a pop-up foul. Out of play, strike 2 on Carson-Newman's shortstop. One ball and 2 strikes, 1-1 game in the home half of the second. Jenkins drives it out toward left center field. Wainwright's after it to the wall, and he gets there to rob Jenkins of extra bases and maybe CN of a run. Eagles get a 2-out knock from Trey Miller, but Wainwright tracks down this drive from Jenkins in the gap for the final out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left by the Eagles in the second. We're through 2 in this South Atlantic Conference showdown. It's the Eagles 1, Bears 1 as we come back to the third after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
We welcome you back to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Carson-Newman ranked 21st in the American Baseball Coaches Association poll, taking on a Lenoir-Rhyne team that is ranked in the top 10 in both the writers and coaches poll here this weekend. Two teams tied for second place in the South Atlantic Conference meeting in a critical series with this weekend and two more left in the regular season. Nathaniel Keeter is the 9-hitter. He leads things off for the Bears in the third against Andrew Bench. And the first pitch is grounded to third. Gibson will snare it. A low throw bounces to Floyd for the out. Gibson took some off of that one and still retires Keeter for the first out of the inning. One away and back to the top of the order for Mackenzie Wainwright. Andrew Bench has quietly now retired 5 in a row since the final out of the first inning. First pitch to Wainwright is a breaking ball off the plate for a ball. Wainwright drew a 6-pitch walk in the first inning. That helped start an inning. He later scored on the sac fly from Sal Caricato. 1 ball and no strikes, and a ground ball to third. Gibson off a couple of hops, will field it, a low throw. Bounces to Floyd, and the catch is made. 2 away. 3 pitches, 2 ground ball outs to Aiden Gibson at third. He played the hops well that time on Wainwright's ground ball. And there's 2 outs for Owen Blackledge. 6 in a row sent down by Andrew Bench, who has settled in after the first 3 batters of this game reached for Lenoir-Rhyne. Owen Blackledge drew a walk on 9 pitches in the first inning. Was later caught in a rundown, though, for the first out of that first inning as he takes outside from Bench on the 4th pitch of the inning. 4-1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away in the top of the third. Blackledge watches a breaking ball from Bench miss inside. A 74-mile-per-hour pitch makes it 2 balls and no strikes. That one just missed the strike zone. Another breaking ball, this one across the plate for strike 1. Bench making his 4th start of the year. 3rd in conference play as he sets and pitches to Blackledge, low and inside, 3-1. 2 2/3 right now, just a hit and a run allowed for Bench. He has walked 2. That was Blackledge and Wainwright in the first inning. Three-one set, and Blackledge swings and skies it foul off to the left side, and the count works full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bench is known for throwing strikes. He has not walked more than 2 batters in any of his 22 career appearances over the last 2 seasons. He's walked 2 in this game as the senior sets looking for back-to-back 1-2-3 frames, and Blackledge again fights it off against Bench. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andrew Bench sets for a second payoff pitch to the first baseman Blackledge, who stays away from the fastball away, and it's another walk to Blackledge to give the Bears a 2-out runner. Well, a terrific AB from Owen Blackledge again. That fastball just off the plate. A 7-pitch at bat results in his second walk, and now Cole Laskowski with 2 outs. He singled and has LR's only hit so far as Bench picks to first. Two outs. Breaking ball to Laskowski's a strike. One game in the top of the third. Bench facing Laskowski with 2 outs and a runner at first. The pitch. Big breaking ball blocked by Castellana. 1-1 count. Blackledge reaching, breaks up a stretch where Bench had retired 6 straight since the final out of the first inning. Went 1-2-3 in the second and got the first 2 on 3 pitches here in the third, but is now having to battle for the final out of this third inning as he misses outside with a fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. With 2 outs. Short lead for Blackledge at first as Bench pitches an inside breaking ball for called strike 2. Laskowski, a .351 hitter this year, 34 RBI. Trying to extend this third inning for the Bears. 2-2, grounded sharply to third. Aiden Gibson fields it cleanly, goes to second for the force out, and the play is made. Aiden Gibson makes all 3 plays, 3 ground balls for the 3 outs of the third inning. Carson-Newman back to the dish in a 1-1 game for the bottom half of the third inning after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Two, 3-4 for Carson-Newman. Due up in the bottom of the third inning. Spencer Williams, Logan Floyd, and Cole Nathan scheduled to hit for Carson-Newman in a 1-1 game between 2 of the best teams in the Southeast region. Lenoir-Rhyne's 32 wins are second most in the region. They have the second highest winning percentage in the region as well. Carson-Newman's got 28 wins. Tied for the 4th most in the region as well. 2 teams with great resumes to potentially qualify for the NCAA tournament should things continue as they've been for a majority of the year, as Spencer Williams takes outside for ball 1 to start the third inning. Harlow winds in the 1-0 home is a fastball to Williams at the knees, a ball and a strike. Carson-Newman has 18 of its 28 wins against teams above 500. Lenoir-Rhyne just has 16 wins against teams with winning records. 1-1. Williams checks his swing, and the third base umpire, Dennis Gallagher, says Williams went around for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes on Williams, who drew a walk and was caught in a rundown and was the first recorded out of the first inning. Takes outside here, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harlow winds and pitches to Williams, and he's rung up on strikes. Andrew Harlow has his first punch out as he settles into his 11th start. And there's one away here in the third. Good fastball from Harlow. Freezes Williams for the first out of the third inning. And now Logan Floyd, who singled in the first inning. One of 3 Carson-Newman hits off Andrew Harlow the first time through the order as he steps off. Floyd is hit safely now in 10 straight games, coming off a freshman campaign in which he was an all-SAC third-teamer, trying to surpass his numbers from last year as he takes high for ball 1. He's certainly well on his way to doing that, with already 43 RBI this year in 39 games played. 2-0 line for Harlow, and he misses inside with a fastball. And it's a 3-ball, no-strike count on Logan Floyd. Harlow back into his windup, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Floyd. Second walk by Harlow. Tried to work the inner half to Floyd and couldn't find the zone. Second time the first baseman's been on base for Carson-Newman, and the Eagles have a 1-out runner. Cole Nathan, the cleanup hitter, with 1 out. He swings and rolls one to the left side, foul. Nathan collected his 33rd RBI of the year in the first inning. After just 5 RBI as a freshman, he's had an excellent sophomore year as he sees this pitch from Harlow miss low and away for ball 1. Ball and a strike as Harlow pitches to Nathan. He swings and chases a high heater for strike 2. Time called. And now Nathan will step back into the batter's box. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 1 out in the bottom of the third. Harlow sets with a glove right at his chin and pitches to Nathan. A fastball for called strike 3. Throw to first, not in time. It is a strikeout of Cole Nathan, though. Second of the inning for Harlow. Second of the game as well. And with 2 outs, in steps Aiden Gibson. Fastball was a strike, and Floyd had to hustle back to first, and he was able to sneak that right hand back in time. As Aiden Gibson steps to the plate for Carson-Newman with 2 outs. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the fastball from Harlow's a strike, 0-1. Gibson hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning. An inning in which the Eagles sent 6 batters to the plate, but only could score once. 0-1 pitch is outside for ball one. "53 pitches for Andrew Harlow as he works for the final out of this third inning. 1-1 set. Runner takes off. Gibson swings and fouls it back. Hit and run situation there. Gibson fights it off, and it's strike two. One ball, two strikes. Gibson grounds it softly to short. Keeter, off a couple hops, throws on the run and gets Gibson at first for the final out of the inning. Andrew Harlow matching Andrew Bench's zeros as he puts up a scoreless bottom half of the third with a couple of strikeouts. We're through three. Lenoir-Rhyne and Carson-Newman deadlocked at a run apiece here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Both starting pitchers had eventful first innings. Andrew Bench faced the first three batters before recording an out in the first inning and limited the damage thanks to some good defense as well in that first inning. And Andrew Harlow on the flip side gave up 2 hits and a walk in the first 3 batters he faced, but only surrendered a run, and now both starting pitchers have settled in and are trading zeros over the last 2 innings of this baseball game. Sal Caricato will lead off for Lenoir-Rhyne as we get set to start the top half of the 4th inning here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. First of 3 between two teams tied for second in the South Atlantic Conference at 16-5. Andrew Bench pitches for Carson-Newman to start the inning, and Caricato golfs one high out toward left center field. A sky-high fly ball that Trey Miller tracks down in the gap for the first down of the inning. Caricato just a hair under it. If he's a little bit more on top of it, that ball is over the wall for his 17th home run of the year, but he golfs it out to left center. That's the first down of the inning. Cole Stanford next up. He's also got 16 bombs. He takes outside from Bench for ball one. Stanford 16 home runs and 42 RBI for a team that's got 87 home runs this year. Resetting the program's single season mark for home runs that was set last year, 2 years ago rather, as Bench misses outside again. 2 balls, no strikes on Stanford. Lenoir-Rhyne's catcher waits on the next, and it's another breaking ball from Bench. This one's not in the strike zone either. 3-0, that one just misses below the knees. Bench sets for a 3-0. Fastball is a strike, and he's back in the count with Stanford, who was taking all the way. (3-1) lift, and Bench pitches a breaking ball for a strike. That curveball's been effective for Bench to these Lenoir-Rhyne hitters. And after 3 straight balls, Bench has back-to-back called strikes. Ground ball. Jenkins dives, makes the stop to keep it in the infield, throw to first. Not in time. Stanford legs it out. An excellent effort by Ryan Jenkins to keep it in the infield and give himself a chance to get Stanford out. But Stanford legs it out up the first base line for an infield single. Just Lenoir-Rhyne's second hit. And now Michael Logan with one on and one out. Logan aiming to get right at the plate. Just 4 for his last 24 as Bench breaks one inside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes on the outfielder Logan here in the 4th, and a game tied at 1. Fastball from Bench clips the strike zone, 1-1. Both these teams trailing Catawba, who has a 17-4 record in conference play. Eagles had owned first place for the entire conference season as Logan grounds one foul for strike 2 until the Eagles went to Hartsville and dropped 2 of 3 against Coker, and now enter this series in second place for the first time this season. Both these clubs one game back, and the other, as Logan swings and fouls one back to stay at 1-2. Winner of this series certainly will have a leg up on the other as we come down the stretch with just 6 conference games for both teams left, including Catawba. Eagles will play the first place Indians next weekend in Salisbury. 1 out in the 4th, and Bench picks to first. Lenoir-Rhyne will not play Catawba in a conference series. They have non-conference midweek games scheduled. LR beat the Indians earlier this week, and they'll play in Salisbury later this month as well. 1-2. Logan hits it back up the middle. It hits off Andrew Bench. He loses his glove, bare hands, and throws to first for the out. I have to check on Andrew Bench as that ball was drilled back up the middle, and he kept it in front and basically took away a base hit from Michael Logan as he makes the 1-3 put out at first for the second out of the inning. Bench says he's fine. Even Nicholas Castellano, the catcher, steps out and asks Bench a couple of questions. Seems to be okay. Excellent work by the Eagles starting pitcher, who's trying to toss a 3rd consecutive 0 and keep this game tied at 1. The Bears have a runner in scoring position in Stanford with 2 outs. Tyler Bradley, the hitter, and he swings and takes a big hack at a changeup for strike 1. Bradley grounded out to Cole Nathan, the second baseman, in the second inning. No balls and a strike. Bench with the curveball drops it in for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on the right fielder Bradley here in the 4th. Bench sets and fires. Ball lifted in the air, left side. Gibson gives it a look, and it will get out of play for a foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Carson-Newman a 17-4 record here at home this year. Hosting the Bears in this series opener between 2 ranked teams. Bench, the 0-2 breaking ball is lifted to left by Bradley. Ryan Bolton is after it near the foul line. Will make the catch at the warning track, and the inning is over. A 1-out single from Cole Stanford, but Andrew Bench has tossed a 3rd consecutive 0 to keep things tied at 1. No runs on a hit, no errors, and the Bears strand their 2nd runner of the game. To the bottom half of the 4th, and a 1-1 game here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Two starting pitchers named Andrew trading zeros after both teams scored a run in the first inning. Andrew Bench with 3 consecutive scoreless innings against the number 1 offense in the South Atlantic Conference. And on Lenoir-Rhyne side, Andrew Harlow, the Marshall transfer, has back-to-back zeros and has retired back-to-back hitters, including 4 of his last 5, as he goes to work against Carson-Newman's 6, 7, and 8. Part of the batting order, Tanner Kilgore, Nicholas Castellana, and Ryan Bolton are the hitters for Carson-Newman, who will try to take their first lead of this game. Harlow so far 3 innings, 3 hits, a run, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts, as the first pitch of the inning is a breaking ball to Kilgore for strike 1. Good slider from Harlow at 86. To start the 4th inning, Kilgore grounded out to end the first in his first at-bat as he swings and taps one foul. Down the line at third, 2 strikes on Tanner Kilgore. Kilgore owns 3-game hitting streak entering the weekend. Was a key part of that 16-run performance earlier this week against Wise as he swings over top of a breaking ball for the first out. 3-pitch strikeout from Andrew Harlow to start the 4th inning, his 3rd of the game. 1 away for Nicholas Castellana. Time called by the catcher Stanford here at the plate. Might have some type of malfunction with his catcher's gear. Maybe the pitch comm was going in and out. That's why he stepped out for a second, as now he gets back into his stance with 1 out as Nicholas Castellana, Carson-Newman's catcher, stands in and takes inside for ball 1 as the rain starts to drizzle again here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. On a mid-50s day here in Jefferson City, Harlow fires in a strike to Castellana. Harlow's hit the 60 pitch mark as he pitches another strike to Castellana, 1-2. Castellana looking to get right. Was the conference's player of the week in the first week of the year as he swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts by Andrew Harlow here in the 4th inning. For the 2nd out now of the frame. Harlow settling in nicely for the Bears in his 11th start as Ryan Bolton tries to give the Eagles a runner here in the 4th inning. Harlow winds and pitches a fastball for a strike. Eagles have managed to get a base runner in every inning against Harlow so far. No balls and a strike. The pitch to Bolton, a high fastball, 1-1. Bolton hitting .330 on the year. One wind for the righty. And Harlow's in the zone again, strike two. He's struck out the first two batters of this frame. He's been able to get Tanner Kilgore and Nicholas Castellana swinging. As Bolton fights this one off, bouncing it over top the first base dugout foul. Bolton stays alive in his second at-bat, trying to give the Eagles a base runner in this frame. 1-1 the score here at Jefferson City. Both teams scored runs in the first inning, and now these two starting pitchers are trading zeros. A long look in for Andrew Harlow to his catcher, Cole Stanford. He winds, and the 1-2 is a fastball outside, 2-2. That one well outside into the other batter's box to even the count on Ryan Bolton. Harlow walked two guys in the first three innings. He's had much better command here in the fourth, and the 1-2, or the 2-2 I should say, is lifted foul by Bolton, who stays alive. These are the type of at-bats that not only run the pitch count up, but certainly gives other hitters in the lineup some confidence. At the plate, Bolton trying to give the Eagles a base runner as he continues to battle with Harlow here in the fourth. Another 2-2. This one's away, and it's 3-2. Harlow looks in for the sign from Stanford, winds, and the payoff to Bolton is fouled off again. And Ryan Bolton will wait for a ninth pitch here in his second plate appearance. We've seen both teams have some excellent at-bats here in the first 3+ innings of this series opener between two ranked teams. 3-2 to Bolton, and he rolls it over to short. Keeter off a couple of hops on the run will throw to first, and Bolton is out on the play. First 1-2-3 inning from Andrew Harlow. It took 9 pitches to get the final out, but he retires Bolton. We're through 4. Two starting pitchers trading zeros. It's 1-1 on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Andrew Bench back out for a 5th inning of work in a 1-1 game here on the Eagles Sports Network. This is the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons that Carson-Newman will play Lenoir-Rhyne as a ranked team. This is the 3rd time as well in the last 4 years that the Bears have been here, and every time Lenoir-Rhyne's come to Mossy Creek over the last 4 seasons, they have come as a ranked team. Lenoir-Rhyne won the series in 2022, and the Eagles won the 3-game series in 2023, took 2 of 3, including a Saturday doubleheader 2 years ago. Both wins were by 1 run. And now they meet again for the 3rd time in 4 years, but this time the Eagles are a ranked team to join the Bears in the rankings as the rain picks up, and the hardest it has come down here today as Andrew Bench sets in the first pitch of the inning as a line drive to second, right to Cole Nathan, and he snares it out of the air for the first out of the inning. Eli Willen hit that relatively softly. Nathan didn't have to do a whole lot with it. One away for the 9-hitter, Nathaniel Keeter. Rain is really heavy as Bench goes to work against Keeter, who grounded out in the third. First pitch is a fastball for a strike. We had some just light showers in the fourth inning, but that has quickly turned into a heavy shower as Bench pumps a fastball by Keeter for strike two. No balls and 2 strikes, and Keeter requests for time. And he's going to put some extra pine tar on his bat prior to a 0-2 pitch from Andrew Bench, who has thrown 66 pitches through 4 1/3, allowing just 2 hits and a run. 1 strikeout as well, looking for maybe a second here as he lifts and fires to Keeter, who's behind the fastball, swinging strike 3. 3-pitch punch out for Andrew Bench, and there's 2 quick outs here in the 5th. Bench navigates the rain and gets 2 quick outs on 4 pitches here in this 5th inning. And now he'll face Mackenzie Wainwright with the rain basically gone. First pitch, Wainwright gets a hold of one out to left center field, and Lenoir-Rhyne regains the lead. A bomb for Mackenzie Wainwright. Hit 101 miles per hour off the bat, and the Bears lead by 1. Mackenzie Wainwright has tied Lenoir-Rhyne's single-season record for bombs with now 18. To make it a 2-1 game, first pitch swinging, he changes the game. That is what he is capable of doing, and he knew it as soon as that ball left his bat. That ball hit well over 400 feet. For Lenoir-Rhyne's 3rd hit of the game. And it now has a 1-run lead as Owen Blackledge stands in and takes ball 1 away. 88th home run of the year for Lenoir-Rhyne. A Division II best mark. 1-0 breaking ball at Blackledge is a called strike. 1-1 count with 2 away as Bench tries to recover here in the 5th. Next pitch low and inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Just the 3rd long ball hit off Andrew Bench this year. Next one home, a check swing by Blackledge. He went around. It's strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. On Blackledge here in the 5th, Bears have regained the lead. Bench pitches. Grounder foul at the plate. Blackledge hit it off his foot. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blackledge has battled twice against Bench, has drawn 2 walks in his first 2 plate appearances, and now has worked the count full to 3-2. All 3 of his at-bats have been now 3-2 counts as he tries to give the Bears a runner here in this 5th inning. After Mackenzie Wainwright's 2-out home run has put the Bears back in front. Payoff to Blackledge. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Andrew Bench recovers well and gets his 3rd strikeout of the game, but Lenoir-Rhyne has the lead. Mackenzie Wainwright hits one 101 miles per hour off the bat, and Lenoir-Rhyne has a 1-run lead through 4 1/2. 2-1 Bears here on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, Turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We started the top of the fifth inning with heavy showers, and now we go to work in the bottom of the fifth with no showers. Cloudy skies as Andrew Harlow goes to work. For the bottom half of the fifth inning, he has tossed 3 consecutive scoreless innings against this Carson-Newman offense, who will send Trey Miller to the plate to start this home half of the fifth inning. Mackenzie Wainwright, with his 18th home run of the year, has Lenoir-Rhyne in front by 1 run. Trey Miller, Ryan Jenkins, Spencer Williams will bat for the Eagles here in the fifth. First pitch is a ground ball to short. Keeter off 2 hops will field, throw on the run, high throw, pulls the first baseman Blackledge off the bag, and Miller slides into first base safely. Keeter maybe rushed the throw a little bit, and that was a high one away from Blackledge, and Miller able to get around the tag. Eagles have a runner. For now, it's a throwing error on Keeter. Just the second time Carson-Newman has the leadoff batter of an inning on base as Jenkins swings at the first pitch, sending it high out toward left field. Logan is at the warning track, and he makes the catch. For out number 1, Jenkins aggressive on the first pitch from Harlow and comes up short of a home run. 1 out for Spencer Williams. Williams has struck out and walked so far. Walked in the first inning as he bats with a runner on base for the second time. First pitch, Williams gives it a half-hearted effort and takes a strike. Throw to first was bobbled by Blackledge. And so Miller's back safely. See how aggressive Carson-Newman wants to be with Trey Miller at first base here in this fifth inning in less than 2 outs. Miller has 13 stolen bags this year. Here he goes. First pitch, next pitch is outside for a ball. Throw down is going to get away from Keeter. Sprinting to third base is Miller without a throw. Keeter at second base tried to apply a quick tag on Miller and never had the ball in his hands. It dings off his mitt, gets away, and Miller goes to third. Heads up base running by Trey. He immediately knew where the ball went and sprinted to third base, and the Eagles are a sac fly away from tying the game. So Miller at third base as the corner infielders come in on the throwing error by Stanford. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Spencer Williams, and he drives the pitch back to the screen foul. 1-2. ball and 2 strikes on Williams. Miller's at third base in a 2-1 game. Harlow pitches into the turf, and Stanford blocks it. Williams with 20 RBI on the year. Trying to add to that total in a 2-1 game. Strike 3. Looking. Harlow freezes Williams at the dish for the second out of the inning. Big strikeout by Andrew Harlow, and now Lenoir-Rhyne's infielders can play normal depth. A very nice pitch from Harlow. Williams reacted late. And with 2 outs, in steps Logan Floyd. First pitch, ground ball foul at third. Floyd has reached twice against Andrew Harlow so far. A single in the first inning that helped load the bases, and he drew a 1-out walk in the third. Now he bats here in the 5th inning with Trey Miller at third base and 2 outs. Harlow sets and pitches into the turf, and Stanford blocks it. Bears shift a little bit with Logan Floyd batting. The left fielder Logan playing toward the left center gap, and he's playing in a little bit. The center fielder Wainwright shifts to his left, more toward the right center gap. As Harlow sets for a 1-1 to Floyd, and he drives it through the left side for a base hit. Eagles tie it back up. Logan Floyd with his 44th ribby of the year. 2-2. Carson-Newman has matched Lenoir-Rhyne's run in the top half of the 5th as Floyd drives it through the left side for his 2nd hit of the game. 2-2 game as Cole Nathan stands in. That is a clutch 2-out base hit from Logan Floyd, who adds on to his RBI total on the year, 3rd most in the league, as Cole Nathan takes strike 1 on the 82nd pitch from Andrew Harlow in his 11th start of the year. Cole Nathan's 0 for 2 so far. Strikeout and a ground out against the 5th-year Harlow. 0-1 set. Outside pitch, 1-1. Floyd continues to rake this season. Another multi-hit game for him already now. He's got 15 this year and 33 in the first 2 seasons here at Carson-Newman. 1-1. Nathan drives it to left field. Will it stay fair down the left field line? It will. It one-hops the wall. Rounding second and moving to third is Floyd. Cole Nathan jumps into second base with a 2-out 2-bagger. Nathan didn't hit it all that well, but hit it well enough with the left fielder shifted away from the line. And the ball gets down for extra bases, and the Eagles have back-to-back 2-out hits here in the 5th. Cole Nathan has his 7th double of the year and his 12th extra base hit to put runners in scoring position for Aiden Gibson. Time called, and Cole Stanford and the second baseman Cole Laskowski out to chat with the pitcher Harlow. They're behind the mound right now. Visit ends, and Harlow will go back to work. Here in this 5th inning, he has thrown 84 pitches through 4 2/3, scattering 6 hits and a couple of runs, 5 strikeouts and 2 walks, 51 strikes on 84 pitches. Trying to get the final out of this 5th inning. He winds and pitches to Gibson, a strike. Gibson hits with 2 outs. He's a .324 hitter with 2 outs this year and a .441 hitter with runners in scoring position. 0-1 wind from Harlow. Misses outside, a ball and a strike on Carson-Newman's third baseman, who's had an excellent season in his third year. Nobody on this roster has more career hits with the Eagles than Gibson. 1-1's away, 2 balls and a strike. Do have the free base at first, so a walk in this situation would not be the worst for Harlow. Certainly would like to get the out here, though, and not have to face Tanner Kilgore with the bases loaded. 2-1 wind for Harlow, and Gibson grounds it foul. Down the line at third, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs in this bottom half of inning number 5. Gibson back into the batter's box as Harlow gets the sign from Stanford. The righty winds and pitches. Gibson flies it to right. Bradley is after it. It's over his head, and the Eagles will have the lead. Aiden Gibson leaves the yard. A 3-run shot with 2 outs. Gibson's second of the year. It's 5-2. Gibson with an Oppo taco for the lead. Three consecutive 2-out base hits, 2 of which have drove in runs. And Carson-Newman's put up a 4 spot here in the 5th. This ball sneaks out of the yard just below the scoreboard out and right. For Aiden Gibson's second home run of the year. 5-2 as Tanner Kilgore gets drilled in the back by a fastball. Tom Griffin's upset, and he has made his way down the third base line. He's upset on that hit by pitch. Both teams have gotten a warning as the third base umpire, Dennis Gallagher, tries to calm down Carson-Newman's head coach, who was upset that Harlow just hit Kilgore on what seemed to be maybe intentional, a fastball just thrown right in the back of Kilgore. James Sofield, Carson-Newman's assistant coach, out to chat as well and discuss things over. The Eagles certainly not pleased with what has unfolded after the 3-run home run. Certainly some frustration from Harlow as well. Coach Griffin defending his sophomore Kilgore, and the Eagles, as he continues to chat with Dennis Gallagher as he makes his way back to the batter's box, or third base coach's box, as Nicholas Castellana will stand in. As tensions have rose here in Mossy Creek, a 5-2 Eagles lead on a 3-run home run by Aiden Gibson. Andrew Harlow has thrown 90 pitches, his 90th. Was not pleased by Carson-Newman. First pitch to Castellanos, back in the zone for a strike. 2-out runner for the Eagles, thanks to Kilgore getting hit by a fastball. Let's put a runner on first with 2 outs for Carson-Newman's catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Castellana. Eagles have 4 consecutive runners here with 2 outs in this inning. Harlow sets for an 0-2, and Castellana taps it foul at the dish to stay alive. So much on the line this weekend between 2 of the best teams in this conference, in this region. No balls, 2 strikes on Nicholas Castellana in a 5-2 game with the Eagles in front. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Andrew Harlow has his 6th strikeout. But Carson-Newman has a 4-run lead as tensions rise in Jefferson City. Aiden Gibson gives the Eagles the lead. It's 5-2 after 5. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Carson-Newman has gone to the bullpen for the first time. Andrew Bench will be in line for the win should this 5-2 lead hold for the Eagles over the next 4 innings as Xavier Hart enters the game for Carson-Newman, who has a 5-2 lead as we get set to start the top of the 6th inning. Hart with a 5.4 ERA in his second season here in Jefferson City. Hart has 15 career appearances. This will be his 10th of the year. 18 1/3 innings pitched for the senior from Sellersburg, Indiana. 2 wins, no losses, a 5.4 earned run average, 5 walks, and 16 strikeouts for Xavier Hart. Tall task for him. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 of Lenoir-Rhyne's batting order. Andrew Bench's line comes to a close, and he gives the Eagles 5 strong innings. 3rd time in his career he's matched his career long with 5 innings pitched. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. He walked 3 and he struck out 3. As now Xavier Hart starts the 6th inning against Cole Laskowski for Lenoir-Rhyne. First pitch of the inning is a fastball high for ball 1 at 88 miles per hour by Hart. Laskowski today 1 for 2. Single back in the first inning as he takes a fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Carson-Newman puts up a 4 spot in the 5th inning, an inning in which it recorded 4 hits as well, 3 of which came with 2 outs. 2-0 is hit well out towards center field. Trey Miller after it, and he gets there in the gap to rob Laskowski of extra bases for the first out of the 6th inning. 1 out for Sal Caricato, the DH. Caricato is 0 for 2, rather 0 for 1 officially. Sac fly in the first inning as he hits this one off the end of his bat foul for strike 1. No balls and a strike on Caricato with 1 away in this 6th inning. The righty Hart pitches. A swing and a miss by Caricato as he's out in front and fans at Hart's slider. Next one home. Caricato checked his swing but stayed away on a ball into the turf. One ball, 2 strikes on Sal Caricato as Xavier Hart pitches the 6th inning for Carson-Newman. He threw 2 1/3 scoreless over the weekend at Coker in a game in which he recorded a couple of strikeouts as well. He has been a nice reliever for the Eagles. 1-2 again into the turf, and Caracano holds back. He's also given the Eagles length. Over his last 4 appearances, he has recorded at least 7 outs and only allowed 4 earned runs over the last 4 appearances. 2-2 is hit back up the middle, and it rolls its way through the infield for a base hit as Caracato's got some words for the fans as he makes his way up the first base line. 4th hit for Lenoir-Rhyne, and Timothy Gansrow heard what Caracato said and went up the first base line and had some words for him as well. Caracato's got his first hit. You can see it potentially here. Nope, the camera will move a little bit, but Caracato, you can see him at the bare end there chanting something toward the dugout. Potentially fans as well in attendance here in Jefferson City. 1 out runner for Cole Stanford, who is more than capable of bringing this to a 1-run game. He's hit 16 home runs this year. And now bats with 1 out against Xavier Hart. First pitch, slider, too low for a ball to Stanford. 5-2 game in the 6th inning as Caracano gets his lead at first. 1-0. Fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes. On Lenoir-Rhyne's catcher, who is 1 for 2. Stanford singled against Bench in the 4th after flying out in the 1st. 2-0. Slider low, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes, or 3 balls, no strikes, I should say, with 1 out in this 6th inning as Hart will have to work from behind against Stanford. Do have the bottom part of the order to follow. 6 through 9 for the Bears is a combined 0 for 8. 3-0. Fastball low. It's a 4-pitch walk to Stanford to put runners on first and second here in the 6th inning. Time called, and Nicholas Castellano will make his way to the pitcher's mound and chat with his senior reliever Hart with an out here in this 6th inning. First time since the 1st inning that Lenoir-Rhyne has managed to get multiple runners on base. That was an inning in which Carson-Newman was able to get out of that. Bases loaded, or rather 1st and 2nd, nobody out. And they got Blackledge in a rundown off a Laskowski base hit. Bears only scored once in that 1st inning on a sac fly by Caracano. Now the Bears go to work again with multiple runners on as the first pitch is a breaking ball into the turf for a ball. 5 straight misses from Xavier Hart here in this 6th inning. It's a 1-0 count on Michael Logan, who has struck out and grounded out. One ball, no strikes. Hart fastball clips the zone, 1-1. Logan is 4 of his last 25 at the plate. He's got 3 home runs this year and 33 RBI. Standing from the right side, waits and swings behind a fastball from Hart for strike 2. Hart's ahead of Logan here in the 6th inning. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hart has his first punch out. He gets Logan swinging for the 2nd out of the inning. Logan's 0 for 3 and is just now 4 of his last 26 as he looks silly on this slider from Hart out of the strike zone. 2-out batter is Tyler Bradley, who has 9 RBI on the year and a couple of home runs, making his 16th start of the year. Waits on the first pitch, and it's low for ball 1. Can the bottom part of Lenoir-Rhyne's batting order make things happening? Nobody 6 through 9 for the Bears has a hit. 1-0 set for Hart. Bradley swings and misses at Hart's slider for strike one. (18-pitch) sixth inning here from Xavier Hart, his first inning out of the pen for the Eagles. Trying to get the third out of the inning. 1-1's low for ball two. Bradley, the right fielder, has grounded out and has flied out in his two plate appearances, which came in innings 2 and 4. The 2-1 from Hart, swing and a miss. Bradley has loved that slider from Hart as he goes swinging low and inside on the pitch for strike two. Hart sets for a 2-2. Low end of the turf for ball three. Time called as Castellano will take a second after he took that one off his right hand, trying to keep it in front on Hart's breaking ball. Count works full to Tyler Bradley, the right fielder. Runners will be on the move when Hart makes his move toward home. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swinging ball that's grounded foul toward the first base dugout, and we'll do it again. Bradley certainly, maybe with a ball into the gap, can score Stanford from first, who will be on the move on the pitch. 5-2 game in the 6th inning. The Bears have the tying run at the plate. And Tyler Bradley, the 3-2, he fouls it back again. Caracato's at second base. He singled in this inning. Cole Stanford followed with a 1-out walk. Put runners on first and second for Tyler Bradley. The 3-2 again is grounded foul, and Bradley will wait on a 9th pitch. He was out in front of that slider from Hart, who was battling here in this 6th inning to get this final out. A third payoff from Hart. Off the plate for ball 4. The slider from Hart stayed just a bit outside, and the bases are loaded for Eli Willen. Bradley knew it immediately. The Eagles thought they had called strike 3. And so Bradley draws a 2-out walk to load the bases for Eli Willen. The left-handed hitting third baseman waits on the first pitch and drives it to right field. Spencer Williams after it. It drops in for a base hit. 1 run is in. The throw goes to first base and gets away from Floyd, and staying put at third is Bradley. It's a 2-out, 2-run single for Eli Willen to make it a 5-4 game. Willen drives in his 10th and 11th runs of the year, and the corners are occupied now with 2 outs in this 6th inning. Good piece of hitting. Williams was after it, but could not get to it in time to see Caracato and Stanford score. Bradley first to third on the hit to right. And now this is a big batter for Hart, facing the 9-hitter Nathaniel Keeter. You don't want to face Mackenzie Wainwright with runners on base and 2 outs in this inning. Hart pitches to Keeter, a fastball for a strike. Lenoir-Rhyne's shortstop today is 0 for 2. Willens 2-run single here with 2 outs. The first Bear at the bottom of this batting order to record a hit today. 0-1 set for Hart with the corners occupied. The pitch is low into the turf. Castellana blocks it, keeps it in front, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Five-4 game in the 6th with 2 outs. Keeter pops it up foul back behind the first base dugout. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count now with 2 outs in this 6th inning. Once again, Hart a pitch away from getting out of this 6th inning. Bradley works a good count, fouls 3 consecutive pitches off to eventually work ball 4, and Eli Willens swings at the first pitch and scores 2 runs. 1-2 to Keeter. Fastball outside for ball 2 on the 30th pitch of Xavier Hart's relief inning here. Another close call on the corner. Does not go Carson-Newman's way as Hart goes back to work for a 2-2 to Keeter. Ground ball over top of Hart. It goes to Jenkins. He'll field and throw out Keeter for the final out of the inning. Lenoir-Rhyne puts pressure on Carson-Newman in the 6th inning and scores twice. 5-4 on a couple of hits in the frame. Eli Willen, a 2-run single, makes it 5-4 after 5.5 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Andrew Harlow's day is complete for Lenoir-Rhyne. 5 innings, 7 hits, allowed 5 runs. They're all earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts in his 11th start of the year. And he gives way to a relief pitcher, Preston Drabus, here in this 6th inning. Drabus set to make his 13th appearance of the season. 6.4 ERA and 19 innings on the mound, 21 strikeouts for the junior from Creekmore, Tennessee. He has 4 2/3 of scoreless baseball over the last 2 appearances of his junior season. The 6'2 right-hander takes the ball from Harlow and will pitch the 6th inning, the home half of the 6th inning, against Ryan Bolton, Trey Miller, and Ryan Jenkins. In a 1-run game, 5-4 Carson-Newman as Drabus pitches the first pitch of the inning inside for ball 1 at 88 miles per hour. 1-0 to Ryan Bolton's a strike. Carson-Newman scored 4 times in the 5th inning on 4 hits, the 29th time the Eagles have scored 4 runs or more in an inning this year. That has helped put Carson-Newman ahead. LR gets 2 back in the top half of this 6th inning as Bolton fights one off and foul for strike 2. That brings us to a one-run game in this bottom half of inning number 6 as Ryan Bolton bats to begin this 6th inning, and the pitch is grounded sharply foul on a 1-2. Bolton 0 for 2 today. A couple of ground outs in his appearances at the plate in the even innings as he grounds one to third. Eli Willens stabs it, and his throw across is a good one to Blackledge for the first out of the 6th inning. Drabus gets the first batter he faces out, and now Trey Miller comes to the plate. Miller's had himself a nice day at the plate. He has reached twice. He tripled in the 2nd inning, singled in the 5th, and later scored on Eden Gibson's 3-run home run. Now bats and faces the reliever Drabus here in the 6th inning as the right-hander pitches to Miller, a fastball low for ball 1. Miller was the hero for the Eagles 2 years ago when Carson-Newman defeated a top 10 Lenoir-Rhyne squad and won this series. Miller tagged up from third on a fly ball to right field as he hits one high into the air out towards center field. Mackenzie Wainwright sprinting in. He'll make the catch. And there's 2 outs. Miller tagged up on a shallow fly ball and foul ground down the right field line and scored the game-winning run that sealed the series win for the Eagles in the finale. 4-3 was the final in that game 2 years ago as Miller is retired for the first time today for the 2nd out. And now the lineup card turns over back to the top for Jenkins with 2 outs in the 6th inning as Drabus misses with his breaking ball into the turf for ball 1. Jenkins 1 for 3, a couple of flyouts to left to go along with a single in the 1st. 1-0 breaking ball at the knees to even up the count. Or 1-1 rather, is low for ball 3, or ball 2. 2-1 the count on Jenkins with 2 outs as the Eagles look for a runner here in the 6th inning. Ground ball foul evens the count. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne meeting for the 108th time here today in a series that has not featured either of these 2 teams winning more than 2 games in a row in the series in nearly a decade. 2-2, fastball away. It's a full count on Jenkins. Got to go back to 2017, the last time either of these 2 schools won 3 consecutive games against one another. 3-2 to Jenkins as well outside. The Eagles have a 2-out base runner on a walk from Drabus. Got to go back to 2017 when Carson-Newman won the first of a 4-game series against Lenoir-Rhyne. That was the 3rd in a row after winning the final 2 games of a series in 2015. For the last time either of these 2 schools has won 3 in a row as Williams pops up a bunt foul down the line at 3rd for strike 1. The Eagles won the series against the Bears last year in Hickory, winning the series opener 9-8 and the series finale 13-11. The Eagles have won the last 2 series against the Bears and have a 67-40 series advantage all time. Runner at first, 2 outs for Williams. The 0-1 is a swing and a miss for strike 2. Williams behind in his 4th at-bat of the day with his team leading by 1 run, 5-4. Drabus comes set with a glove at his chest takes a deep breath, sets and pitches. Williams hits it back up the middle. This ball sneaks through for a base hit. Wainwright grabs the baseball and sees Jenkins put on the brakes at second base. Back-to-back runners for the Eagles here with 2 outs. First and second for Logan Floyd. Ball just skips its way through the infield turf for Carson-Newman's 8th hit. Williams is first. And it brings the Eagles' hottest hitter in the lineup to the dish with 2 outs in Logan Floyd. Floyd has reached all 3 times he's come to the batter's box today. Singles in the first and 5th innings, an RBI single to tie the game at 2 in that 5th inning. As he bats against Drabus here and takes outside for ball 1. Ten-game hitting streak now for Floyd, who's hitting above 400 over his last 10 games. A 1-0 set for Drabus, and he'll step off and keep Jenkins close to the bag at second. One-0 to Floyd. Breaking ball inside, and it gets away from Stanford. Runners will advance. On a wild pitch by Drabus. Second and third, 2 away now. A base hit can score 2 runs for the Eagles. This breaking ball just stayed inside, and the catcher, Stanford, didn't turn his glove over because he didn't think he'd have to on a breaking ball that he expected away. And that one's away. It gets away from Stanford, and this will extend Carson-Newman's lead to 2 runs. It's 6-4. Back-to-back wild pitches by Preston Drabus here in this 6th inning has allowed Carson-Newman to extend its lead. Jenkins makes it 6-4. Williams moves up to third. Again, Stanford just didn't turn his glove over enough to block that baseball. Again, not expecting it to go that far outside. 3-0 set for the reliever Drabus, and he misses low and outside, ball 4. Floyd will sprint up to first base. He's reached all 4 times. He's gone to the plate, and now Cole Nathan with corners occupied and 2 outs. Nathan has 38 RBI this year, 33 RBI this year rather, 38 for his career. In his 2nd season has been terrific, hoping to stay that way as he bats with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch low for ball 1. Nathan batting with 2 outs for the Eagles. Ahead of the count, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball in the corner for strike 1. Cole Nathan has 21 hits this year with 2 outs. Nobody on this Eagles team has more than 2 hits or has more hits with 2 outs than Cole Nathan. The 1-1 swinging strike. He's behind on Drabus's 88-mile-per-hour fastball. That makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. With runners in scoring position, Nathan has 28 hits, 2nd most on the team. Hoping to extend the Eagles' lead here in the 6th inning as Drabus sets for a 1-2. Fly ball right center field. This ball's going to sink in to the gap for extra bases. 1 run is in. Floyd's on his horse. He's rounding third. He's sprinting home. The throw is late. It's a triple for Cole Nathan to drive in 2 runs, and it's 8-4. Carson-Newman's 2nd triple of the game. This one drives in 2 runs by the sophomore Cole Nathan to make it 8-4. He waited on the breaking ball and crushed it to the right center field gap. And the Eagles have scored 3 runs here in this 6th inning with 2 outs. 8-4 game. Lenoir-Rhyne is going back to its bullpen. 2 outs in the inning, and runners at third. We'll tell you who the Bears are turning to in this 6th inning. Eagles by 4 runs here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Peyton Schofield into the game for Adam Skonecki and Lenoir-Rhyne. The first-year head coach turns to the graduate student left-hander from Noblesville, Indiana, who is warming up before his 19th appearance of the year. He's made 18 prior to this one. That's the most on this Bears pitching staff. 4.06 earned run average for Schofield. 4 wins and a loss, 31 innings pitched. No reliever has more innings pitched than Schofield, 44 strikeouts in the 31 innings of work. He goes to work with 2 outs and Aiden Gibson coming to the plate for Carson-Newman, with the Eagles in front by 4 runs, thanks to a 3-run 6th inning. Cole Nathan drives in 2 of them with a triple with 2 outs, and a wild pitch brought home the first run of this frame, and the Eagles have responded after LR's 2-run 6th inning, top half. Carson-Newman's put 3 together themselves in the bottom half to make it a 4-run advantage as Gibson tries to add to that total in his 3 RBI day here with 2 outs as he stands in. Gibson hit his 2nd home run of the year earlier in this game, a go-ahead home run in the 5th inning as he takes outside from Schofield for ball 1. 2nd straight year that Aiden Gibson's hit a home run against the Bears as well. Hit his first career home run at Lenoir-Rhyne last year as he rolls one over foul, and it's a 1-1 count. Gibson now has 5 career home runs. Batting for the 2nd straight inning, Schofield's 1-1, grounded foul on a slider on the inside, makes it 1-2. 2-out offense has been the key for the Eagles. 7 of the 8 runs have scored with 2 outs. The 1-2 set for the southpaw Schofield. Fastball low and away. Gibson doesn't chase it. It's a 2-2 count. The only run the Eagles scored without having 2 outs in the inning was a bases-loaded ground out by Cole Nathan in the first. 2-2. Gibson fouls it back to stay alive. Two set for Schofield against Gibson. Swinging a foul off, back-to-back foul balls by Gibson, and he continues to battle with 2 outs in the home half of this 6th inning, and the Eagles in front by 4 runs, extending the lead thanks to a 3-run 6th inning. 2-2 from Schofield. Breaking ball, swing and a miss into the turf. Stanford will have to throw up to first base, and he makes a strong throw for the final out of the inning. A productive inning, though, for Carson-Newman. More 2-out offense for the Eagles. 3 runs on a couple of hits. No errors, and 1 runner is left aboard. Eagles have their largest lead of the day. It's 8-4 after 2/3 of baseball in this series opener on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
After allowing 2 runs to score in the 6th inning, Xavier Hart comes back out to the mound for his 2nd inning of work out of Carson-Newman's bullpen to pitch the 7th inning. That 6th inning featured a couple of hits, couple of runs for the Bears, but they stranded 2 in the inning. And Hart goes back to work, but he'll have to face the top of the order. And start of the inning will be one of the best hitters in the country, Mackenzie Wainwright. To start this 7th inning, the former 4th-round pick by the Cincinnati Reds in the 2020 Major League Baseball draft will lead off the 7th inning. Certainly has a case to be drafted again this year, potentially, for the year he's put together. To have these Bears nationally ranked as Hart misses the breaking ball away. 1 ball and no strikes on the leadoff batter, Wainwright, who is 1 for 2. He had a home run out to center field in his last at-bat, and he takes high for ball 2. That home run extends his hitting streak to 29 straight games with a base hit. He has 23 multi-hit games during this 29-game hitting streak. He takes high and inside, and it's 3-0. This is Lenoir-Rhyne's 39th game of the year. He has played in every game and has been without a hit just 3 times. 4-pitch walk to start the 7th. Hart gives him nothing good to hit, and so Wainwright's aboard on a walk for the 2nd time, and here comes Owen Blackledge.
Here you go, Owen.
Wainwright's got a lot of speed, 21 stolen bags as Blackledge will come to the plate. For the 4th time, 2 walks and a strikeout in his appearances at the plate in the odd-numbered innings. First pitch, fastball from Hart's below the zone. First 5 of this 7th inning from the senior right-hander have missed the zone. Of his 36 pitches, 16 of them have been strikes so far. 1-0 to the lefty. Blackledge is on the corner for a called strike, an 85-mile-per-hour pitch from Hart. Carson-Newman has 13 wins in the Tom Griffin era against top 10 clubs, including 2 this year. Trying to get another one here today as Blackledge hammers one back up the middle for a base hit. Miller keeps it in front. It gets to the side of him, and so the runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd. Single and an error will allow the runners to move into scoring position. Wainwright had stopped at 2nd base but saw Miller bobble the ball in center. And so a base hit by Blackledge moves runners in scoring position, and Tom Griffin's out to chat with the infield and his relief pitcher, Hart. 8-4 game. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and even with a 4-run lead and 9 outs to go, Lenoir-Rhyne in this offense is never out of a baseball game as Tom Griffin is signaling for the bullpen. And Xavier Hart's day will come to an end here in the 7th inning. Carson-Newman going to the bullpen. Blake Cooper in for the Eagles. More on Cooper when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Carson-Newman turns to a southpaw with a left-handed hitter coming up in Cole Laskowski. With nobody out and 2 on base in scoring position for the Bears, Blake Cooper is ready for his 15th appearance of the year, 28th in his Carson-Newman career, which started last year. 59 and 2/3 innings pitched for the left-hander who will go to work against Laskowski. Cooper in his career has a 6.8 ERA, but has a 3 ERA this year. He's been really good in his 14 appearances and 18 innings. Lefty-lefty matchup as Laskowski takes outside on a fastball for ball 1. Tom Griffin and the Eagles play the matchup game here in this 7th inning as Cooper, the lefty, faces the left-handed hitting second baseman. 1-0. Fastball fouled off by Laskowski for strike 1. Lefty hitters against Cooper this year, 3 for 12 at the plate, small sample size.
You got 1-3.
Laskowski with an RBI chance to try to trim into this deficit for his Bears. The 1-1, a breaking ball away, and Castellana
Cole. Here we go. There they are.
recovers it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sal Caricato waits on deck. The cleanup hitter has a couple of RBI today. 2-1 from Cooper. Check swing from Laskowski, and he tipped it into Castellana's mitt for strike 2. You really rarely see a check swing turn into a foul tip. That ball barely nicked the bat, and Castellana caught it. It's strike 2. On the lefty, Laskowski with nobody out. Cooper sets and pitches. Slider away, and Laskowski stayed away, 3-2.
Attaboy, Cole. Attaboy.
Blake Cooper facing his first batter out of the bullpen with runners on second and third and nobody out in an 8-4 game in the 7th. 3-2. Breaking ball, lifted foul.
Attaboy, Cole.
Both these teams have shown all day that they will battle in plate appearances that are extended. Laskowski doing it himself here in this 7th inning, trying to scratch across a couple of runs for the 7th-ranked Bears. 3-2s away on a fastball, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Well, not a bad effort by Cooper, and certainly a well-earned walk by Laskowski. Cooper gave him some pitches, but ultimately Laskowski draws the walk on a fastball that was outside, and the bases are loaded for Sal Caricato. He is more than capable of tying this game with 1 swing of the bat. He has 16 home runs this year and 60 RBI. He's 1 for 2 today as Cooper pitches to him. A fastball into the turf for ball 1. Eagles desperately need an out, would certainly trade an out for a run in this situation as Castellana requests time and will walk out to talk with Cooper. Cooper responsible for Laskowski at first base. Blackledge and Wainwright at second and third are on Xavier Hart, who started this inning with a walk and a single. Mound visit complete, and Cooper will go back to work. Nobody out in this seventh inning. An 8-4 game. 1-0 to Caricato. Slider low for ball two. Caricato hesitated at it, and the pitch was below the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. On Sal Caricato, the DH. The lefty Cooper sets and pitches. A breaking ball rolled over to third. Gibson will just go to first with it. The out is recorded. It's an 8-5 game. Runners are at second and third with 1 out. Caricato rolls over a breaking ball for the first out on a 2-0 pitch. He's got his second RBI of the game. Wainwright scores, so all the runners move as well. Gibson may have been able to go home with that, but it would have been a close play. He takes the sure out at first. And now runners at second and third for Cole Stanford. Cooper steps off. And he balked. 8-6.
You got the take him.
Blackledge comes home. And Laskowski moves to second base. 8-6, 1 out for Cole Stanford.
Here we go, Wade. Here we go.
Fastball from Cooper's below the zone, 1-0. On Stanford, who is the catcher, and he's 1 for 2 today. Single in the 4th inning, scored after he walked last inning. 1-0 low into the turf, ball 2. Time called, and Jason White will come out of the third base dugout with a runner at third and 1 out, and Stanford batting. See what the Eagles will do here. Cooper's tossed 12 pitches out of the bullpen. 4 have hit the zone. And the Eagles are going to the bullpen. And out in the 7th inning, Bears have scored twice. It's a 2-run game. We'll tell you who the new Eagles arm is after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Carson-Newman turns to Eli Norris for the 16th time this year. No Eagles pitcher has more appearances than the senior right-hander who had served as Carson-Newman's closer this year. He has 8 saves and will enter this game in the 7th inning in an 8-6 game, 1 out. Cole Stanford at the plate with a 2-0 count as Norris readies for his 16th appearance. He has a 2.16 ERA in 16 and 2/3 innings on the mound. The righty sets in the 2-0 to Stanford, bounces in and stays in front of Castellana. Norris hustles after it on the line on Norris's fastball that misses for ball 3. That may have hit the home plate umpire, Timothy Gansborough, to keep that one away from scoring a 3rd run in this inning for the Bears. 3 balls, no strikes on Stanford with a runner at 3rd and 1 out in the 7th. Fastball low, and Stanford walks on 4 pitches. 2nd time in a row he has been walked. And the corners are occupied with 1 out for Michael Logan. Good time for Logan to get right again at the plate. He is just 4 of his last 26 at the dish. And 0 for 3 today. He bats with the corners occupied. And 1 out in this 7th inning. He'll be the 6th batter of the inning. 3 of them have reached by walk. Norris sets and pitches. Fastball into the turf. And this will move a runner to second base. Stanford to second on a wild pitch. A base hit to the outfield could tie the game. Norris has thrown 3 pitches out of the bullpen. They've all missed the zone. Carson-Newman today as a pitching staff has walked 8 guys. Norris looking into his catcher, Nicholas Castellana. He's got the sign for a 1-0 to Michael Logan. Breaking ball, a strike. Prior to today, the Eagles had only walked 8 or more in 2 other games, at Limestone in the series opener and here at home against Florida Southern in the series opener, walked 9. Breaking ball is off the plate for ball 2. That one just a little low potentially to Logan. 2 balls, 1 strike on Michael Logan here in the 7th inning. 2 in scoring position in a 2-run game. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Logan fans at it and the count evens. Carson-Newman ahead by 2. Norris pitching here in the 7th, the 2-2. Breaking ball blocked by Castellana, and the count works full. Three balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in this 7th inning. Bears have scored twice in this 7th inning. Logan's batting the 3-2 from Norris. Fastball away, and it's another walk by Carson-Newman pitching in the 7th inning. That's the 4th of the frame, the 9th of the game. And the bases are loaded for Tyler Bradley. 8-6 game, and so the go-ahead run for the Bears is on base at first in Logan. As Tyler Bradley in his 0 for 2 line on the game stands in from the left side against Norris. First pitch, fastball grounded through the right side, a base hit. 1 run is scored. Stanford's rounding third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's a good one, and Castellana tags out Stanford. Throw to second. Won't get the runner, Bradley. Eagles get an out, but the Bears get a run. 8-7. Tyler Bradley drives in his first run of the game as Spencer Williams guns down Cole Stanford at home for the 2nd out of the inning. What a laser from Williams in right. On a base hit by Bradley, a perfect throw that 2 hops to Castellana, and he makes the tag on Stanford, who tried to swipe that hand in to home safely. And now with 2 outs, in steps Eli Willen. Willen is 1 for 3. He drove in 2 runs last half inning with a single to right field. Norris sets and pitches. A breaking ball blocked by Castellana for ball 1. Well, you think maybe a base hit again would score 2. Here with 2 outs. You've got Bradley and Logan on the bases for the Bears in scoring position in a 1-run game. 8-7 Eagles as Norris sets against Willen. Fastball, foul back. 4 strike 1. Bears have scored 3 times in this 7th inning on just 2 base hits. Time call, and the Eagles are going to put Willen on base. So a 1-1 count, and the Eagles will intentionally walk Eli Willen. Bases are loaded, and here comes Nathaniel Keeter, and Jason White will make his 2nd visit to the mound in this 7th inning. And Carson-Newman's going back to the bullpen. 13 pitches for Eli Norris. That's all he'll throw here in this series opener. Carson-Newman bringing in a reliever for the 4th time in the inning. 8-7, bases loaded, 2 outs. Bears batting when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Carson-Newman's 4th reliever to throw in this inning will be Branson Angel. This will be his 13th appearance of the year, 25th in the Eagles' orange and blue. He has a 7.6 ERA this year, coming off a effort on Tuesday in which he threw 2 scoreless against UVA Wise to earn his first career win. 29 in the 3rd innings pitched for the sophomore from Lutz, Florida. 19 strikeouts this season to 8 walks. And so here comes Angel into the game. Xavier Hart faced the first 2 batters. Blake Cooper then came in, faced the next 2. Norris has pitched to the last 4 officially. And now Angel comes in to face the 9th batter of this 7th inning for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Eagles have walked 4. They've walked another intentionally. That's why Eli Willen's at first base with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Nathaniel Keeter is the shortstop batting, and he waits on the first pitch from Angel. It's a breaking ball off the plate for ball 1. Difficult situation for Angel to step into. Having to face Keeter and nowhere to put him in a 1-run game in the 7th. Next one home, a fastball from Angel off the plate, 2-0. Keeter is 0 for 3 today. All 3 of his outs, or 2 of them rather, have been ground outs. The other's been a strikeout. as he waits on a 2-ball, no-strike pitch from Branson Angel. Fastball lifted foul. Keeter's more than capable of coming through here for the Bears. Hitting .260 this year. And has 16 RBI, including 3 long balls. A base hit probably gives the Bears the lead. 2-1 from Angel. Breaking ball, foul back, and the count evens. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded in the 7th inning. 8-7 Carson-Newman. Eagles scored 3 times in the bottom half of the 6th inning, and Lenoir-Rhyne has answered with 3 of its own in the top half of this 7th inning. Angel coming in, trying to limit the damage. 2-2 set for the sophomore, and he pitches. Fastball, foul back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the 9th Bear batter in this 7th inning. They'll bat around in an inning in which they have just 2 hits. Mackenzie Wainwright's on deck for Lenoir-Rhyne as Angel comes set for another 2-2. Foul back again. Keeter battling with 2 strikes and 2 outs. Another 2-2 from Branson Angel. Breaking ball stayed away from by Keeter. The count is full.
Go on behind you, babe.
Nowhere to put Keeter. Runners will be in motion
Another runner.
on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded in a 1-run game in the 7th. Line drive to third, and Gibson catches it. Inning over. Lenoir-Rhyne bats around in the 7th inning. Scores 3 times on 2 base hits, and Carson-Newman stays in front. A long inning in which the Eagles used 4 arms. They finally get 3 outs. And we'll stretch here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 8-7 Carson-Newman. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey.
8-7 game. Carson-Newman in front by just 1 run. As the Eagles come to the plate, and Tanner Kilgore will lead off this home half of the 7th inning for Carson-Newman, who has led ever since an Aiden Gibson 3-run home run in the 5th inning, but this game is long from over. The way these 2 offenses have heated up, we have had runs scored in the last 5 half innings after both starting pitchers traded zeros from innings 2 through 4. First pitch of the inning from Peyton Schofield. It's a breaking ball that Kilgore misses for strike 1. LR scored once in the top half of the 5th. Eagles scored 4 in the bottom half. Bears scored twice in the top half of the 6th. The Eagles answered with 3 in the bottom half as Kilgore lifts one foul at strike 2. And the Bears start the top of the 7th with 3 runs on 2 hits, and they strand the bases loaded. There have been 15 runs in this game, 13 of which have been scored over the last 2.5 innings. Inside pitch to Kilgore.
1, 2, 3.
Misses. 1-2 count. Castellana, Bolton, the scheduled hitters for CN in a 1-run game here in the 7th as Kilgore lifts one to left center field. Wainwright's after it. He won't get to it. It drops in for a base hit. Leadoff single for Tanner Kilgore, his first hit. Carson-Newman's got double-digit hits. That's the 10th of the game. Eagles will bring a runner. Kylan Hornbuckle will run for Nicholas Castellana at first base, or rather Tanner Kilgore, I should say, at first base. Nicholas Castellana is the batter for the Eagles. Castellana's 0 for 3. He shows bunt and will bunt it back to the pitcher Schofield. Stanford will field. Throw to first, a strong one. That Blackledge secures. 2-3 put out on the sacrifice bunt by Castellana. Moves Hornbuckle to second. Ryan Bolton will be the batter for Carson-Newman. Scoring position goes Hornbuckle for Ryan Bolton now, who's 0 for 3. He has grounded out 3 times. Faces Peyton Schofield for the first time. First delivery is a breaking ball into the turf for ball 1. Carson-Newman has 10 hits, 24th time the Eagles have double-digit hits in a game this year in what is game 40 of this 2025 season that has seen Carson-Newman win 28 games so far. 1-0 set for Schofield to Bolton, inside fastball, 2-0. The Eagles have double-digit hits now in 6 of their last 7 games. But during this stretch, have only won half of those. But this one's still in the balance. 8-7 the score, bottom of the 7th. Hornbuckle, the runner at second base. The 2-0 to Bolton. He pops it up in the infield, right side. Laskowski dips into the outfield grass. Still backing up, will make the catch. 2 away. Trey Miller's the 2-out batter for Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman's done pretty much all of its damage in this baseball game with 2 outs. 7 of the 8 runs have scored with 2 outs, including Carson-Newman's last 7 runs that have been scored in the last 2 innings. Breaking ball to Miller, gets away. Hornbuckle's headed for third. Stanford's throw is airmailed into left field. Hornbuckle gets up, he'll sprint home. The throw from Logan's late. It's 9-7. Excellent base running by Hornbuckle, and Stanford airmails one to left field to extend Carson-Newman's lead. It's the second throwing error by Lenoir-Rhyne's catcher. Good job by Hornbuckle. He got a good jump. And if he doesn't take off for third on that ball that gets away from Stanford, he doesn't have a chance to go home. Wild pitch. And then a throwing error makes it 9-7. Base is clear for Miller, who shows bunt and pulls it back for strike 1. One ball, one strike on Trey Miller. 2 for 3 day for Miller at the plate. He tripled in inning number 2 and singled and scored in the 5th. Next one home was a breaking ball into the turf for ball 2. Miller this season now has 11 multi-hit performances. And now in his Carson-Newman career has 24 games with at least 2 hits. 2-1. Half-hearted effort that time on Schofield's fastball, and the count evens at a pair of balls and strikes with 2 outs in a 2-run game. Two set for Schofield against Miller. Called strike 3. Miller's rung up on strikes for the final out of the inning. But Carson-Newman does score once. The Eagles get a run on a hit, and an error in the inning brings home Carson-Newman's 9th run. 9-7 ball game. Eagles in front as we head to the 8th on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Top of the order due up for Lenoir-Rhyne. Mackenzie Wainwright, Owen Blackledge, and Cole Laskowski are going to hit for the Bears as we get set to start this 8th inning. Branson Angel is Carson-Newman's 5th pitcher of the day. He comes back out after getting the final out of that long 7th inning. And he'll pitch the 8th against Mackenzie Wainwright, who's 1 for 2 with a home run. First pitch breaking ball on the turf for ball 1. Blake Cooper, Eli Norris both get an out in that 7th inning, but also walked guys. 1-0 to Wainwright's an inside fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. Eagles have walked a season-high 10 batters here today against a Bears offense that has scored 7 runs on 7 hits, breaking ball away, and Wainwright is ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Next one home, a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Wainwright was taking all the way. First time in 5 years the Eagles have walked 10 or more guys. 3-1, a hard hit ball to center. Trey Miller's after it near the wall. It bangs off the wall. Miller grabs it. He'll throw it to second base, and Wainwright sprints in there safely with a double. Wainwright crushed it off the bat. Hit it 106 off the bat to straightaway center field. This ball nearly left the yard. Bears have the leadoff guy aboard for the 2nd straight inning by the form of Mackenzie Wainwright, who's got his 24th multi-hit game during his 29-game hitting streak now. It's his 17th double of the year as well, a team high. And Owen Blackledge now at the plate. With nobody out. Long look in for Angel. The right-hander comes set and pitches to Blackledge, a fastball for a strike. The balls and a strike on Blackledge with nobody out and a runner at second base here in this 8th inning. Blackledge 1 for 2. He singled and scored last half inning. Breaking ball below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Angel pitching for the Eagles, who have a 2-run lead. Wainwright, his lead at second. The pitch home, blocked by Castellana. 2 balls and 1 strike. Even though the lead is 2 runs, the way the Bears offense can change the game with the home runs and their efforts at the plate, a 2-run lead basically feels like a tied game. Two-one from Branson Angel, high fastball, 3-1.
Here we go, Owen.
Three balls and 1 strike. Angel facing Blackledge. The fastball's high and away, and Carson-Newman's walked an 11th guy here today. First and second, nobody out for Cole Laskowski. First and second, nobody out. Carson-Newman's corner infielders play even at the bag, with Laskowski batting with nobody out. The first pitch he sees is hit high into the air, foul off to the left side. This is a Bears team that is not going to play a whole lot of small ball, just 7 sack bunts this year, second fewest in the South Atlantic Conference. And so even in a first and second, nobody out scenario in a 2-run game, Laskowski will swing away and try to change the game here in this 8th inning for a Bears offense that has scored in each of the last 3 half innings. Angel will step off and throw to second, rather. Jenkins won't apply a tag. Neither of these two teams have thrown a scoreless half inning since Andrew Harlow threw a scoreless bottom of the 4th for Lenoir-Rhyne. No balls, 1 strike on Laskowski, the second baseman. The pitch, breaking ball inside for ball 1. Wainwright doubled, he's at second. Blackledge walked for the 3rd time, he's at first. One. Fastball grounded to second. Cole Nathan off 2 hops, fields it, throws to second for 1, back to first. Double play. Eagles roll it up 4-6-3. And now just a runner at 3rd and 2 outs. Angel gets Laskowski to roll 1 over. And Nathan starts the double play on a close play back to first. Looks like Laskowski may have beat that throw out up the first base line. Out was called, and with 2 outs, time is called, and Jason White will make his way to the mound. He has been busy these last few half innings trying to figure out how to get these Lenoir-Rhyne hitters out. He'll chat with his sophomore reliever, Angel, in this 8th inning. Sal Caricato's the batter. He's got 16 home runs this year. And obviously is capable of tying the game with his bat. We'll see if it's Angel to pitch to him or whether Jason White goes back to his bullpen. Eagles have already used 5 guys today. Long visit, and so Timothy Gansborough will make his way to the mound. And we'll see if this is more so to buy time for a reliever or just an extended visit. It is just an extended visit. Jason White uses every last second that he had. So Angel will pitch. To Caracado with 2 outs in this visiting half of the 8th. First pitch, breaking ball, stays a little high. It's a strike. Late strike call from Timothy Gansborough. Strike 1 on Caracado. 9-7, Carson-Newman. Tying run at the plate in the 8th. Next one home's a fastball high for ball 1. 1-1 count with Wainwright at third. Caracado today has 2 RBI. He's 1 for 3. 1-1, high drive to center. Miller back to the wall. He gets to the wall. He runs out of room. Lenoir-Rhyne has tied the game. Sal Caracado bombs his 17th home run of the year to level the game at 9 in the 8th.
Yeah, baby!
102 off his bat to straightaway center. Cole Stanford will bat with 2 outs.
New ball game, here we go.
Stanford waits on the first pitch from Angel. It's a breaking ball for strike 1. Second home run of the game for Lenoir-Rhyne. Bears have scored in each of the last 4 half innings as Angel pumps a fastball by Stanford for strike 2. This Bears offense continues to rake. They've hit 89 home runs this year. 0-2 to Stanford's outside for ball 1. Bears have hit home runs in 5 straight games. Nine all in the 8th. Angel winds for a 1-2. Breaking ball, grounded left side. Jenkins dives, snares it, throw to first, a long one. Floyd can't scoop it out of the turf. I think it hit Stanford up the line as well, and so an infield single will extend the 8th inning. That would have been a SportsCenter top 10 worthy play from Jenkins at short, but Floyd couldn't complete his part on a low throw, and so Stanford's got his second hit. And in steps Michael Logan with 2 outs. Swinging a foul off to the right by Logan for strike 1. Michael Logan is 0 for 3. He did reach in his last at-bat. He drew a walk in the 7th inning. Part of that 3-run, 2-hit 7th frame for Lenoir-Rhyne, who has added on 2 more here in the 8th. Soft pick to first by Angel. Bears have 9 runs in the game, and 8 of them have been scored in the last 4 half innings. Angel sets for an 0-1 fastball. That's outside for ball 1.
Come on, Mike.
One ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball to Logan is strike 2. Angel up over 30 pitches, trying to get through this 8th inning and keep this game tied. Carson-Newman entered the inning with a 2-run advantage. 1-2 set, and he'll pick to first. Caracado with his 17th home run of the year has tied this game. It came with 2 outs in the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Logan. Swing and a miss. Logan chases the breaking ball, and the inning is over. But Lenoir-Rhyne has tied the game. game-tying home run from Sal Caricato. We're level at 9 runs apiece as Carson-Newman comes back to the plate for the home half of the 8th. Top of the order due up when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Three hours into this series opener between two ranked teams from the South Atlantic Conference, Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne tied up at 9 runs apiece as Peyton Schofield finishes up his warm-up pitches and gets set to pitch the bottom half of the 8th inning. These two sides have scored runs in each of the last 4 innings of this game. We've gone 7 consecutive half innings with runs after Andrew Harlow and Andrew Bench traded zeros in innings 2 through 4. Carson-Newman trying to regain the lead will send the top of its batting order to the plate. And Ryan Jenkins, first pitch from Schofield's a fastball away for ball 1. Well, the way this game is going, Carson-Newman's going to need multiple runs to feel good and maybe comfortable with the lead if it can have it in the 9th. 1-0 fastball to Jenkins is below the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. On Carson-Newman's shortstop, who's batting for the 5th time today. He is 1 for 3. 2-0 breaking ball makes it 3-0. Schofield has recorded 4 outs out of Lenoir-Rhyne's bullpen so far in the 5 batters he's faced. This is the 6th. 3-0's inside, 4-pitch walk to Jenkins, and the Eagles have the leadoff batter aboard for the 4th straight inning. Spencer Williams will bat for Carson-Newman. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Schofield, the southpaw, pitching to Williams. See if this is a sacrifice situation. Certainly the Eagles want at least 1 run, but the way this game's trending, you feel comfortable with several as Williams will show bunt. Can't get it down as he misses it for a strike. Williams has had some degree of success against left-handed pitching this season, 5 hits and 16 at-bats. As he faces Schofield for the first time, 0-1. Shows bunt again, takes outside on a slider away. Even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One set. Williams shows bunt again and takes strike 2 on the corner. 1-2 count. Williams asking the home plate umpire where it was in the zone. And now probably is swinging the bat with 2 strikes and a runner at first. Ball 2 away. Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne tied up at 9. Both teams have 10 base hits. battling here in the first of 3 this weekend in Mossy Creek. 2-2.
Yeah!
Away ball 3. Lenoir-Rhyne pitching today has issued 5 walks compared to Carson-Newman's 11. Williams trying to get a board here with nobody out. 3-2 set for Schofield. Breaking ball stays high. Ball 4. First and second, nobody out. And Lenoir-Rhyne will chat things over on the mound. Adam Skinicki's out of the bullpen, or out of the dugout, and going to the bullpen. Schofield walks the first 2 batters he faces here in the bottom of the 8th. Carson-Newman has the go-ahead run at second base. New pitcher for the Bears coming into the game. We'll tell you who it is after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Nine all the score. Carson-Newman has 2 men on base with nobody out in the 8th inning, and Lenoir-Rhyne is turning to one of its best pitchers this season. Gavin Marley's the closer this year. Not a safe situation here, but he has 5 saves in his 13 appearances. 1.53 ERA for Marley, the right-hander, 17 and 2/3 innings. And in those 17 innings, he has 27 strikeouts this season. He's not allowed to run in his last 4 and 2/3 innings on the mound. He has multiple strikeouts in 10 of his 13 appearances this year, a lot of which have only needed 3 outs as well. So he's got some excellent strikeout stuff. And Marley, the redshirt sophomore from Hickory, North Carolina, will pitch with 2 on and nobody out in this 8th inning. And Carson-Newman's best hitter at the plate in Logan Floyd. Certainly you would think this is a sack bunt situation, but you've got Floyd at the plate who has 2 hits and an RBI in this game. So would presume they won't take the bat out of his hands. First pitch to Floyd is a fastball at the knees from Marley at 91 for strike 1. Floyd has reached all 4 times he has come to the batter's box. Single walk in that order today. 0-1. Floyd late fouls it off. Another fastball from Marley makes it strike 2.
Get him, Gavin.
Marley has given Lenoir-Rhyne multiple innings in back-to-back appearances. Might be asked to do the same here today. 0-2 to Floyd. High fastball. Floyd won't chase that, and it's 1-2. Jenkins and Williams are on the bases for the Eagles at first and second, thanks to walks issued in the frame. Nobody out. Floyd chases an inside fastball at 92. It's the strikeout recorded by Marley for the first out. A big out by Gavin Marley. Cole Nathan will bat for Carson-Newman. He is 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. Nathan had a 2-run triple in the 6th inning. He's got extra base hits in each of his last 2 at-bats. First one he sees from Marley is a fastball at 92 miles per hour on the corner for strike 1. Marley just 9 walks in his 18 innings on the mound this year. He's thrown strikes in 4 of his first 5 pitches as he misses for the second time high for ball 1. Marley touching 92 with his fastball as he pitches here with 2 on and 1 out in the 8th. Nathan waits on a 1-1 pitch from Marley. Ground ball back up the middle, base hit. Rounding third is Ryan Jenkins. He's headed home without a throw. Carson-Newman leads 10-9. Cole Nathan's 4th ribby of the day puts Carson-Newman back in front. Right back up the middle. Nathan sneaks it back up the gut. Williams will stay put at second base, first and second. Still the scenario with 1 out as Nathan has matched his career high in RBI for the 2nd time this year. Aiden Gibson now to the plate for Carson-Newman, who wants more runs. First pitch breaking ball, a strike to Aiden Gibson. 2nd straight game, Cole Nathan's got 4 RBI. He had 4 hits and 4 RBI against UVA-Wise on Tuesday. He's got 4 RBI in the opener here this afternoon with 3 more hits. Runners take off. Gibson swings and fouls the 0-1 off. And it's strike 2. Gibson all the way back in the 5th inning had a, at the time, go-ahead 3-run home run that put the Eagles ahead 5-2. His only hit today as he waits on an 0-2 and swings behind a fastball for strike 3. 2nd strikeout by Gavin Marley, and the 2-out batter will be a pinch hitter, Seth Benner. Tanner Kilgore hit in the 7th inning, singled, and then Kylan Hornbuckle ran for him. And so the Eagles will pinch hit for Hornbuckle in the DH spot and bring Seth Benner to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Benner's one of the top hitters on Carson-Newman's bench this season. And so he'll step into this situation with 2 on and 2 out and hoping that he can extend his team's 1-run lead. Marley sets a look to second and a pitch to Benner's a strike at 92 miles per hour again. Benner returned from an injury at the end of March. He made 3 starts last week and went 4 for 11 at the plate. A pinch hit opportunity here for Benner. The 0-1 breaking ball is hit off the end of the bat and flared foul. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Marley's pitch. Runner takes off for third. Williams will get there without a throw. Ball 1 to Benner, 1-2 count. Nathan stayed put at first base. So Williams advances to third. Corners occupied with 2 outs, and Seth Benner batting. Benner pinch hitting for the 5th time this year. He is 0 for 4 in his prior 4 pinch hit efforts. The 1-2 he fouls off.
Get him, Gavin, get him! Get him!
One-two set for Gavin Marley. Nathan takes off, and the breaking ball's fouled back again by Benner. Certainly Lenoir-Rhyne not too concerned with Nathan at first base if he takes off. They weren't concerned when Spencer Williams stole third. Trying to get the out at home. And at the batter, against the batter, Benner, 1-2. It's away for ball 2. A faked throw down to second by Stanford, and Nathan slides in safely. 2 in scoring position now for CN. In a 1-run game. A base hit from Benner might score 2 runs here for the Eagles. Marley sets for a 2-2. High fastball rings up Benner for called strike 3. Marley goes upstairs for his 3rd strikeout out of the bullpen. The Eagles get a run in the 8th. Cole Nathan's 4th RBI of the day makes it a 10-9 game. Eagles need 3 outs to win the series opener here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Carson-Newman leads 7th-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne 10-9 as we head to the top half of inning number 9. Branson Angel will stay in the game. He's recorded 4 outs out of the bullpen, the final of the 7th and the 3 in the 8th. He'll start this 9th inning, and he'll face 7, 8, and 9 of Lenoir-Rhyne's batting order. Tyler Bradley will lead things off in a 1-run game in the 9th. Angel set to go to work with Frankie Delgado now catching for Carson-Newman. First pitch is hit out toward right field softly. Williams stumbles, still stumbling, and the ball goes over his head. Bradley to second base, he'll stop there. Williams lost his footing in right, never regained it. And Bradley has his second hit on what was going to be a routine flyout. Williams just lost his footing out of his break and then did it a second time. And now Eli Willen to the plate with the tying run on base. It's rained here in Mossy Creek today, and Williams just lost his footing in right. 11 hits for the Bears now today to match Carson-Newman's 11. Bradley's double puts a runner on to start the frame as Willen takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Not a save situation for Angel. He would be lined for the win if he can get 3 outs without allowing a run. Oh, he's facing the 8-hitter Willen. Keeter, and then Wainwright is in the hole at the top of the order. Nothing in one set. Willen shows bunt. He'll bunt it back to the pitcher, Angel. Angel sets his feet, throws to first, out recorded. Moving to third is Bradley. And the Bears are going to go to the bench. Adam Skinicki's got his roster out, and he's signaling to the bench and in the first base dugout, probably for a pinch hitter here for Nathaniel Keeter, who's 0 for 4. Be a sacrifice bunt, a rare sack bunt by this Bears team, just the 8th of the year that's been officially recorded. And so we'll see who emerges from LR's dugout as the pinch hitter. certainly trying to just get something to the outfield.
Pinch hitting for the Bears. Number 35, Joseph Mazingo.
Joseph Mazingo, the graduate student, will pinch hit for the Bears. Angel sets and pitches. Foul back, strike one. Mazingo's a good weapon to have on the bench. He's made 30 starts this year. He's hitting .340 with 8 home runs and 34 RBI. Good option to have on your bench. A guy with power that is trying to lift one to the outfield and tie this game at 10. 0-1. Check swing, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Bradley's at third. Oh, 2 set. Mazingo thought about chasing Angel's breaking ball away, stayed away from it, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carson-Newman's infield basically playing in. Not totally in, but close enough to gun down the runner on a ground ball. 1-2. High pop up out towards shallow center. Sprinting in is Trey Miller. 3 players collide. Miller makes the catch. Bradley stays put at third. There's 2 outs. Boy, oh boy. That was setting up to be a dangerous play with Miller and Williams, the outfielders, sprinting in and Nathan going out. Somehow Miller makes this catch. Williams got out of the way at the very last second to allow Miller to make that catch. And so in steps Mackenzie Wainwright, and not for long. He'll go to first base. Carson-Newman will put him on. And with all due respect, he deserves all the respect that Carson-Newman will give him there by intentionally walking him. Wainwright sitting above 470 for the year. You want no business with him with the tying run at third. They'll rather face Owen Blackledge, who himself is hitting basically 400 this year. So Wainwright to first base. It'll be the 3rd time he's walked in this game. And so out goes Tom Griffin to the mound to chat with his sophomore pitcher Angel in the infield. With 2 on and 2 out in a 1-run game in the 9th. 2 of the best teams in the Southeast region and certainly in the South Atlantic Conference going back and forth here in Mossy Creek. There have been runs scored in each of the last 8 half innings. Last 4 total. Carson-Newman's trying to break that stretch up with a scoreless 9th, and they'll do it with a new pitcher coming to the mound. Carson-Newman's going to play the matchup game. A lefty's coming in to face the lefty Blackledge when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Tying run is at third base for the 7th-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne Bears with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And Carson-Newman's going to bring in Jackson Serrett, a junior left-handed pitcher from Knoxville, Tennessee, to pitch to left-handed hitting Owen Blackledge. 10th appearance of the year for Sarrett, who has an ERA at 9 this year in 8 innings pitched. 1-run game in the 9th. Eagles need an out. Sarrett fires in a strike to start the at-bat against Blackledge. Owen Blackledge today has been walked 3 times. He has a single in the 7th. 0-1 set for the junior southpaw. Fastball high and away, ball 1. You've got another lefty on deck. And so expect Sarrett to face multiple batters if he needs to here in the 9th. 10-9 game in the series opener between 2 ranked teams, the 1-1. Off the plate, ball 2. Delgado left it there for a second, and it just missed outside. Two balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Blackledge behind the fastball, and the count evens.
Here you go, Owen. Here you go, one ball. Get it.
Sarrett trying to finish off the series opener for the Eagles against the ranked Bears. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the 9th. Sarrett's pitch is fouled off. Well, we've seen this multiple times from so many LR hitters, but especially Blackledge today. He has battled and battled for his 3 walks. They haven't been 4-pitch walks. They have been 9-pitch, 7-pitch, 8-pitch at bats that he has worked on base. Hoping to do something similar. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another pitch from Sarrett, a breaking ball, grounded foul. The drama continues here in Jefferson City. Two lefties battling with 2 outs and a 10-9 game in the 9th. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sarrett slams the door, and Carson-Newman wins the series opener against the 7th-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Eagles win 10-9. Lenoir-Rhyne scored 8 runs over the last 4 innings, and finally the Eagles blanked the Bears and toss a scoreless 9th to win the series opener in a battle at the top of the South Atlantic Conference standings. 2 teams entering the weekend tied for 2nd in the league. Carson-Newman takes the opener 10-9 in a game that took well over 3 hours, nearly 3.5 hours long. Carson-Newman finds a way and matches Lenoir-Rhyne's offensive output. Bears scored 8 runs over that 4-inning stretch. Carson-Newman scored 9 runs during that 4-inning stretch. The Eagles kept up with a high-powered Bears offense to win the series opener. Branson Angel gets the victory for Carson-Newman's 2nd straight game he has won after no career victories before the week. Jackson Sarrett comes in for the final out to strike out Owen Blackledge. He gets his 1st career save. For our entire crew here from the Eagles Sports Network here on Flow Sports, I'm Andrew Rogers signing off. Carson-Newman wins the series opener 10-9. These 2 teams will battle it out for what should be a fun doubleheader tomorrow afternoon starting at noon here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagles Sports Network. Until tomorrow, glad you've joined us. We'll talk to you tomorrow at noon as Carson-Newman, Lenoir-Rhyne battle for 2 more here on the Eagles Sports Network.